Oh my God, no way.
I have been waiting all week to tell you guys that. I got it. Thank you all so much, and cheers once more. I appreciate everybody's kind of good luck messages. Yeah, I got it. Actually, as of this moment, I have not given my little speech, but by the time this comes out, I will have done. So wish me luck on that. I'm sure it'll be, well, fine. I'll tell you what, though. I have an idea of what the after party is going to be like. Okay, but I just wanted to share that with you all. Once more, I kind of keep that closed news, but I had to share. I'm thrilled, I'm happy, and we got it. Yay! All right, that's enough of that. Let's get to the proper introduction, shall we? You guys, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Good morning. What's up? What's going on? Today's check-in is for yours and theirs, and like always with yours and theirs, take what resonates, leave it does not, and reverse those energies as you see fit. More so with readings like yours and theirs, as energy exchange and interchange is real, rapid, and fluid. Having said that, your person that I see on this board today, might include or involve the energies of a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, ex of 5 years ago. I never know until the cards are on the table. But I would also ask you to include or make the space for seeing the possibility of other elements in life that are very common, such as work stuff, family stuff, spiritual stuff. But like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. You guys, this last week we did the in-depth for the 3-month overview. Oh my goodness, you guys are up to so many exciting things. Goodness me, I'm just so proud of so many of you. You know, you're really striving, reaching towards creating those goals for yourself that are super important, and so many of you reflected those things, and honestly the collective just did me proud. Okay, I actually kind of have a bit of a list, so let's get to it. First, I am behind on the thank you page, the donations. So those folks who donate to the Sassy Scorpion Tarot PayPal account listed in the description box, it is my tradition, my standard, to say thank you. I don't have to, I make it a point to, okay? And I am super behind on that. It's been a bit of a busy year, so I hope you understand. Like always, to those folks who donate to the channel, be you regular or one-timers, it doesn't matter. It all goes back to this channel, I promise you. Those donations make a difference. But I will absolutely have that thank you page, thank you wall out before, well, New Year's, I promise. It's going to be frightfully long. And that's okay. I'm happy to do it. Some of you have been regular sponsors and contributors to the channel for years, since its inception, so I take a moment to say thank you. That's the right thing to do. It's a good thing to do. And I want you to know I appreciate you. Okay, actually, as of today, yes, as of today, the 21st, we are in Capricorn season. What's up? And we're in the winter solstice. Yeah, so happy birthday, Capricorn. Oh my goodness, your season just rolled up on us, as it has a tendency to do, and it says, I'm here now. It kind of just takes over everything, and that's fine. It's through that Capricorn energy that really, get grounded, hammer points home, get started. Let's go. Let's do something. Let's make it real. Let's make it happen. Love that driving force that you bring. Absolutely. And it's the perfect way to close out the year and enter the new one. You know, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. But happy birthday, Capricorn, and happy winter solstice to everyone. Well, obviously, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, happy winter solstice. And let's see what else. Oh, yes, big item here. So I thought about this quite a bit, and I said, you know what? I don't want to release a message on Christmas Day, the Thursday check-in. It's like that. No. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm working that day. So even if I'm releasing shorts on a major holiday, there's still this idea of uploading, checking in, making myself available for this, that, or the other. Because it's my responsibility, or as I perceive it as such, to regulate stuff. I run solo. I make everything. I do everything, which for a channel my size, okay, it's still manageable, but it's still a lot of work. I don't want to make myself available for Christmas Day for any sort of work. I have some much needed time to spend with my family and friends, and I think you do as well. So we're not going to do a Christmas Thursday check-in. However, nobody said anything about Christmas Eve, the 24th, which I'm perfectly fine with doing. Looking back at my content, I know for a fact I have released check-ins on Christmas Eve, and that's fine with me. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So it will be the Wednesday check-in. Make a note. Sassy said, no Thursday check-in. Got it. We're going to do Wednesday, Christmas Eve. Got it. Do I have my little Santa hat? I know I had one. All right. And what else? There's so much going on. Oh, I can't say I'm surprised. No content creator in their right mind should be surprised by the influx of commentary that are in question of AI, you know? So I've seen an increase in that. I know for a fact other content creators have, rightfully or not rightfully. They've seen an increase of it, and it's inevitable. But yeah, every now and again I see a comment accusing me of AI, or is this AI question, which would be appropriate instead of just the accusation of it. Just once more, no, absolutely not. What I do would be literally impossible to recreate with AI. I don't use any AI at all. None. I create everything from the thumbnails to the intro slides that say all signs or your collective name. I make all that myself. Okay. I have tools for that. I have enough knowledge and experience to do it myself. So I do. But nothing is AI. In order to even come close to looking like a real tarot experience, it would have to be very, very short. Long form content, not at this time. No. But if you want to know how to kind of distinguish AI, there's a couple things that give it away. One, is it very polished? In other words, goes into the realm of looking cartoonish. Okay? That's probably AI. In other words, too much perfection. So if something is registering in your brain that this doesn't look right, then it probably isn't. And then also, particularly in what I do with the hands to this day, AI struggles with. And the way that I shuffle, oh no, with traditional real shuffling, this is a very intricate gesture. AI can't replicate it yet. I'm sure it's a matter of time. And then also mouth. AI, still with intricate mouth movements, comes across as very plastic. But yeah, no, I've seen it increase. I know I'm not the only one. It's going to have to be addressed at some point. But just to reassure folks, I do not use AI. Absolutely not. I don't even like the AI-generated summaries, which YouTube started including. I don't care for it. I think it takes away from the reading and the participants' or the viewers' willingness to look if someone's literally force-feeding it to you in a couple sentences about what to expect. So no, I don't care for it, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's becoming more and more prevalent. But yeah, just to let you know, myself, personally, I can't vouch for other channels. Use your best judgment, like always. Oh, and anything you watch. And then just to let you know, guys, the spam, like always, continues to be an issue. It's a lot more compact compared to how it used to be. But I'm going to include right here what it looks like in my feed or my filters, the stuff that's been set aside by YouTube for me to review. This is what modern spam looks like. It all pretty much has the same message. It points you to a particular object, product, or link. And it's the same thing over and over again. So I populated keywords that I see repeatedly into YouTube for them to pull it aside, and they do a good job with it. So this is what it looks like. Just to let you know, I might have 50 of these things in the filter at any given day. Spam hasn't gone anywhere. It just takes on a different look and a different direction. This one's much more consolidated. So if you see anything that says you got to read this book or whatever it is, don't. Yeah, but that's currently what the biggest round of coordinated spam looks like. I mean, it is coordinated. It is massively coordinated. The name of the product or the book always changes, but the message never does. Anyway, so there's that. I just want to let you know, like always, don't. Anything that's trying to sell you something or direct your attention elsewhere, please don't. Just don't. It's a trap. It's a trap! Let's get into a reading today. I will see you for the Wednesday check-in. That's right, for Christmas Eve, the Christmas Eve special. It should be Celtic Cross. I will see you at your sign today. Again, keep an eye out for the thank you page. All my contributors, my donators, my sponsors, thank you and bless you so much for your patience. I promise you, I appreciate you, every single one of you. You guys, I hope that this message finds you well. Take care. Be well. Leo, you're up first. Show me Leo, please. Show me Leo and their person. Show me Leo and their person. What's up? Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I explained in that intro, reverse energies as you see fit. Show me Leo. Four of Swords. Strength. You. King of Swords. Yeah. There you go. Like it. Love it. Wheel of Fortune. Five of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. The Sun. the Hermit, Knight of Wands. Wow, look at that. Six of Swords is in your opening. Okay. Now, some of you are coming down from some recent activity. The Six of Swords is here in this context is looking like to and fro activity. Perhaps a lot of movement, moving around, I don't know, going from here to there, here to there. It's actually coming across as the movement today. You've been busy. And that's why you're like, I need time off. Four of Swords, Strength, King of Swords. Good. It's going to do you a world of good. You're going to start feeling like yourself in no time. Stronger, more focused, everything. So I don't know how long it's been going on for some of you. Just simply a lot of movement, busyness, possibly travel, location, relocation. I don't know what's going on. But you've gotten to that space where you've got some downtime now. Literally downtime. Four of Swords, rest, strength. It's going to do you the world of good. I love it. Like I said, a lot of focus there. All right. Over here, the Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. A situation that you have not been familiar with for a while is coming through. I got someone here who is upset. All right. Hurt. Feeling insecure. Particularly insecure. Shadows of the mind, Five of Pentacles. There's the real break. Somebody here is going through something. And like I said, Wheel of Fortune, we have not connected to this situation or person in a while. So when it comes back through, it's going to look like an absolute mess to you. Okay? But yeah, they're kind of presenting to you their mess. I believe they are coming to see you for reassurance, good counsel, okay? And energy. I kind of see you pumping them up, okay? You don't have to, you're choosing to. The Sun, the Hermit, the Knight of Wands. It's like, it's going to be okay. And you know what they take to it? You technically both share this. So I don't quite know who this is to you, but I do see them coming to you again once more in that space of, Leo, can I tell you my problems? I need some reassurance. Stuff is going down in my world. I'm freaking out. And you're like, hey, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. The Sun, the Hermit, Knight of Wands, it's kindness, it's warmth. It's like, hey, here's some good energy. I want you to take this and run with it. See things differently. And that's what I feel that you're doing for this person, or you're choosing to do with this person, is to help them see things differently. And the energy rises considerably. It's like you literally pass on some of your warmth, your strength, your sense of leadership and goodwill to this person. It's like, honestly, you have good insight to share that makes them feel reassured. And their energy goes up rapidly because of you. Well, it looks like they went to the right Leo. Am I right? Look at that. Quite a bolster. Goodness me. So you were finishing up whatever it is that you were finishing up. Okay. You took some rest. Much needed time for yourself. You were just the right position, right energy to be of assistance to this person. And from what I can tell, that assistance is, like I said, good counsel, friendship, energy, warmth. But specifically, see things differently. Here's the Sun in this situation. Here's the good in this situation. Okay. Not necessarily coming across as, you know, your person, but it could be. It could be. As it resonates. I do know that that stressing situation is attached to them. They seem to be showing it to you. Can you help me with this? It's on my mind all the time. Okay? Strength, there you are again, darling. The Hanged Man. The Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right. You. Yeah. You're encouraging a long perspective. It's going to be okay. Hold out. It's going to be okay. Be strong. It's strength. You have a lot of insight attached to you. You're helping this, literally helping this person see the situation differently. I don't have too much advice for you except to keep doing what you're already doing. You really do invite long-term perspective on this issue. Okay? It's almost like you're telling them, hang in there. It's going to be okay. Be strong. It's going to be okay. Keep doing what you've been doing. All right? And by the way, It looks as though you don't have to give too much of yourself to this situation, only in as much as you feel comfortable with, okay? But you still have good insight to share. You don't have to throw all of you into this. But what you do give to it does wonders, okay? You're that Leo to know. The Fool, Temperance, be open. You keep encouraging the long view. You're going to feel better in time. You're good at this. You're good at this. You're good at this. You're that person. You are that person. You're that Leo to know. You're encouraging the long term. It's going to be okay. You'll see in time. You'll see in time. And then you point things out that they just could not see before. Okay? The situation's not all that bad. Here's how you can think of it. Okay? Trust me, it's going to be okay. Just give it some time. Well done. Oh. 9 of Pentacles. The individual self. This person's a little shaky. Perhaps with their material world. Okay? Their sense of structure, their sense of security. A little shaky. Well, it looks like they're talking to the right person, yes? Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily a romantic thing. I don't. The romantic mail came out in reverse. 28. No. I think you mean well. But this, I don't think, is a romantic situation. No. I don't think this is the kind of thing where you're showing personal, individual love energy towards. No. There's the venomous thoughts, the snakes, the fears. Okay. The poison. Somebody's very afraid. I see that. I see the insecurity, and that's all they can think of. Okay. The negative thoughts over and over again, spitting poison in their mind. 7, 28. No, I don't think that this is a romantic situation at all. That was my first thought as well. But once more, as it resonates. Okay? Okay, what? Fish, abundance, luck. Trust me, it's going to get better. Okay? Is abundance, again, the finances, monetary stuff. Is that the stressor here for this person? Okay. All right. Yeah. Gazelle, change, purity. Right now, change is in reverse. Can't see a change, can't see a way out. Kind of stuck thinking, I have nowhere to move, nowhere to go. Okay. It has to do with money. Okay. It has to do with money. So we're afraid here. This person's individually afraid for themselves in terms of what looks like monetary financial security. Okay. There is something here where you say, hold out, hold on. Okay. It will get better. A little bit of luck. Here's how you can think of it. You're giving them positive direction where they can only see the worst things. Okay? There's a lot of fear-mongering inside their own head. And I see you pushing back on that gently, firmly, and from a good place. You give them a lot to think about, and the sunshine comes out. Okay? Which is good. They're starting to see hope and optimism in doing the right things for themselves long term. Okay? But yeah, there's nothing so horrible as that feeling of inevitable dread, and we feel helpless about it, like there's nothing we can do. Okay? You're saying you know better. You help them see things differently. There are things you can do, of course. But it's hard to see that when you're in it and you're freaking out, you know? Abundance, 1. Okay. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. And I think that's what you're kind of demonstrating to them. It's not over yet. You know, your due is coming. Abundance is not over for you. Okay. Your best opportunities are still ahead of you. That kind of thing. Learn to see it differently. Give it time. Okay. Maybe you give them some advice about updating the old resume there. Look for new opportunities. Don't take this lying down. You know, get out of your head. Start taking action. You will feel better. Abundance is ahead of you. Okay? Something like that. Okay? You're telling them to stay in their fight. Okay. Or open up to a new direction. Again, Give me direction, give me focus, give me something to work with. That's the idea. Positive. We have the letters S, O, X, K. We have you, Leo, and the medallion of Libra. Some of you, of course, you might be double, triple, quad Leo. You might have some very strong Libra in your chart. Could be connecting to, or the seasons might be important to you. And then we have the crescent moon in reverse. Perhaps this is more apparent by the light of the new moon. Okay? All right, Leo, honey, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Sag, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Show me Sagittarius and their person, please. Show me Sagittarius and their person. Okay. What's going on? Show me Sagittarius, please. Okay. Starting with your side, but as I say in the intro, reverse energies as you see fit. Strength, 9 of Cups. Temperance, there you are, darling. Wow. Oh, Tower. Oh, Judgment. Oh, 10 of Swords. Really different. Very different. Very different. Okay. 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Magician. The High Priestess. Oh, you have a feeling about all this, do you? Oh my, yes. High Priestess for you. Feeling very intuitive, and that's not all. Strength, 9 of Cups, Temperance. Generally speaking, you're very comfortable with yourself. You're feeling strong at this time. Tempered too. Patient, healing, kind. Kind to yourself. Specifically kind to yourself. Strong for yourself, but also kind for yourself. I like where you are. I really do. There's some extraordinary things I'm seeing for you. You have such a strong way of knowing internally. And you do a fantastic job of honoring yourself. You know, this is how I'm feeling. This is what makes me strong. I listen to myself. I act accordingly. It's wonderful, actually. It's beautiful. Where you are physically, I have no idea. But your spiritual self, it's off the charts right now. It's like there's times I must be strong for myself, and there's times I must be kind to myself. Over here, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on over here. Tower, Judgment, 10 of Swords. Someone's having a really hard time believing that whatever this is has happened. Like it's not supposed to be this way. Okay. This is not how things were supposed to go. This can't be right, this can't be right, this can't be right. So there's high levels of disbelief. This can't be the outcome, this can't be the judgment, this can't be happening, this can't be happening, this can't be happening. And it's kind of through the roof. The energy's quite loud, explosive, like this can't be right, this can't be the final call, this can't be the final judgment. There's a lot of deniability here about the judgment, timing, decisions made. There's a huge sense of disbelief. Somebody here was really convinced that things would turn out or look a certain way, and they were wrong. And there's a huge sense of oh, I was wrong. It's like my bad times 100. But we're still having a hard time understanding that. There was this huge spiritual, emotional conviction that somebody knew what they were doing, knew what they were about, knew how the outcome was going to go, that they wouldn't be personally affected, hurt, or injured. And it's like, that can't be right. How am I the one that's hurt in all this? It wasn't supposed to be this way. I thought I made all the right decisions. Well, that was the Tower talking. The assumption that we had the correct line of judgment. It turns out we were wrong. Okay. The assumption, the delusion, feeding into this idea, falsely so, that I had the right idea of things. I had the right end of the stick. 10 of Swords. Ow, ow, ow. So we're learning the hard way that we weren't just wrong. We were very wrong. Don't know where they are in the 3D either. Okay. Shared. 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Magician. Okay. Both of you, the both of you, have the possibility of balancing this 6 of Pentacles in a realistic way from the heart, or try to move things on in a different direction, You both have those opportunities available to you, and it's a choice. I don't think we see the potential of those choices yet. Okay? I don't think they're apparent yet about that 3D opportunity. And even then, it has to be chosen. You both have to line up to it. But yeah, the possibility exists here for balancing from the heart on both sides, if that's what you both want. Make sense? Or you have the opportunity to create new balances for yourself, if that's what you want, and them too. So there's choices involved on all sides. Okay. The weird thing is, I'm looking at two. I'm telling you this. I think the Sag viewing this is not surprised. You have that feeling that things might have the opportunity to balance, but from a good place in time. If that's what you two both are sharing that frequency of. Again, the Magician, when we start involving other people, it's different. It's a different tone. Someone else has to line up to it. That's why a lot of people identify manifestation as being a lot easier when it comes to real tangible goals such as work and manageable everyday decisions of the self. When we're talking about someone else, you both have to want that and share the signal, pick up on it, and then the possibility exists, as long as it's from a good place. Like I said, it could be that you manifest balances that are a little bit more emotionally available for yourself and they for them. Okay. Let's get some advice. Although, looking at you, you look lovely. I'm not saying you're perfect, but I like your energy. Between your intuitive self and kind of your beautifully defined sense of self-regulation, you're pretty good. You're saying you know when you got to be strong, and you know when you got to be kind, and that's wonderful. That's lovely. Let's get advice, please, for Sagittarius. Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Now, somebody's thinking about it right now as we speak. If we're able to get out of our heads, someone here, either you or them, will address this directly with words, communication. Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. In this position, someone who is directly addressing via communication or action or a combination of the two. Eight of Wands. But yeah, right now as we speak, it's on someone's mind. Nine of Swords. Okay. If it's you, know that that's what you want to say. If it's them, I would tell them the same. If that's what you want to say and you know it, you got to get out of your head about it and put it forward. Okay. Six of Wands. The Hanged Man, King of Swords. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, contemplation, long view. Is this what I want to say? Got to take a look at where that's coming from. Make sure make sure the ego isn't playing into it too much. A sense of confidence, fine, that's normal. But if we address this, let's do our best to make sure our ego self is separated. Okay? I don't think you're that type of person that wants to line up to an I told you so. That might be what you feel privately, but I don't think that's who you would be externally. And for them, if it was from their point of view, take the ego out of it and, admit that we were wrong. Something like that. Three of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, the Lovers. Okay, so it's a strong connection. Well, that's what I say all the time. This is just another variation of it, isn't it? I say it all the freaking time. Your strong connections can create some of the strongest reactions. For you, you blossomed. Okay, so in other words, you understood what the Lover's connection meant to you. You learned from it. You understand its impact. I'm not saying it was easy for you. I'm saying the stuff that represents the hardship of the Lover's connection, you've already worked through it because you understand what it meant to you. Okay? Them, not at all. A lot of resistance there, so we learned the hard way. Okay. Learned the hard way that this was a connection of significance. And And it's like, that can't be right, that can't be right, this can't be right. Hey, no, that thing I had with Sag, it was, no, it was just a thing. So when we stop denying that and it kind of hits us for what it is, oh my gosh, it was a lot, it was everything, right? You know, yeah. So between the two of you, just be mindful of the ego, someone's ability here to own up to the mistake, see it for what it is, and try to separate themselves from that ego place, be a little bit more direct and confrontational. And then for you, I just don't see it in your energetic spirit. You don't seem to be a petty person. But a part of you might smile on the inside, but I'm looking at you, I don't see an I told you so. Not saying you have to be, I'm saying for the side I'm looking at, it's just not who you are. 3 Cups, Page of Pentacles, Lovers. Like I said, you both have to want it. And it needs to come from a place of love in order for this thing to balance. And the possibility to connect to it exists. Absolutely. When? Actually, I'm not too certain. I was looking at that, and I'm seeing everything from December. I don't think it's as far as Gemini season, no. No. The contemplation of words is happening now. But yeah, between December and I would say no later than Aquarius season. Okay. All right, let's do some oracles. The conversation might take place first before there's real world activity outside conversation, in which case that might be further out, let's say February, March. But anyway, just FYI, Unity 34 Chariot. It is possible to move forward into Unity Chariot. You might have some Cancer in your chart, could be connecting to. We also have Unity here. Yeah, it is the opportunity to move forward in Unity, possibly. If 2 people desire that and they match up to the wavelength, and yeah, it's absolutely possible. Goodness me, we had to learn something the hard way. Ouch. I'm looking at that. Oh. Gosh, that's hard to look at. I'm not going to lie. 6 and then 34. Okay. Envelope, the unfolding, surprise, but not really a surprise. I think you have a feeling, but there's the unfolding, there's the communication first. I believe physical reconnectivity is possible later, depending on those words, okay? Bear, strength, resourceful, strong-willed, strong nature. That can apply to either one of you. You showed me how you need to be strong for you, but also kind. That could apply to you, could also apply to them. The more stubborn we are or in denial about something, it's like trying to be confrontational with the bear. There's just no hope. You're not going to win. So yeah, when you push back that hard on the truth, you get an equally difficult response. So that's what I'm seeing. I can see where it applied to the both of you. "44, clues, horizon." Yeah, I mean, I think it's not too far out. I think you're seeing that little signs and synchronicities for yourself, right? You feel it too with the High Priestess. I think you do. 44, 3. Yeah, in courthouse. Here's the opportunity to balance things out officially. Okay? All right. Officially. After that is after that. Anything else here? Did I? Yes, okay, we did. Oh, of course, letters, charms. We have the letters W, Y, your medallion, Sagittarius, yes. Yeah. For some of you, this might be early, right? At the tail end of your season. We just entered Capricorns today, so you might have started seeing evidence of this here in your season, at the very end. And it will continue on for some of you. We have the 10 of Pentacles. It also might be double, triple, quad set. Okay. We also have the Tree of Life, 10 of Pentacles. Your roots run deep. Stability is important to you. Okay, being part of something larger and contributing to that is important to you. Being productive, it's important to you. You're a stable person. And then we have the Crescent Moon in reverse. Once Leo had that as well. Perhaps some of this by the light of the next moon. Okay. Sadie, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Show me Aries, please. Show me Aries. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board. We're going to start explaining the intro, reverse energies, as you see fit. Okay. King of Cups, the Lovers, Nine of Cups. Wow. Look at you. Oh my. The Hanged Man. Two of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Huh. Okay. Nine of Swords. Knight of Wands. The Hierophant. I don't know what's going on over here, because you happy. Like, you real happy. Six of Wands. You're glowing, honey. You really are glowing. You look fantastic. You are at this time filled with a sense of pride, accomplishment, achievement, victory. I am much more accustomed to seeing this kind of thing for fire signs as a natural thing, as opposed to an ego thing. Naturally, you're showing me buoyancy, confidence. I want to be seen. I want to be recognized. Look at me. Look what I got going on. I'm happy. I would expect to see a little bit more like that for the fire signs, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing at all. You're showing me confidence, high levels of it. You feel good. You're in a happy bubble, man. You are in a happy freaking bubble. King of Cups, your heart is full, loving, soft, open to love, giving and receiving love. The Lovers, just loving on the lovers. You, they, you. Nine of Cups, you, again, you're showing me personal pleasure. This means the world to me. You're opening up to this. Your heart's on full blast. You're like, I can take it. I want to take it. It's raining love, and I'm all about that. I can dance in the rain, no problem. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not going to rain on your parade. I don't want anyone to. Look at you. You look great. Goodness me, so full of love, and it's active. It's active. It's activated. So I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see who that is. Oh, no, I don't know who that is. You might not either. I don't know. They're not doing nothing, you know. Well, no. Okay, so they're not doing anything. Excuse me. That was an unintended double negative. No. No, they're not doing anything. So you may not know. The Hanged Man, Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles, they're still kind of, excuse the phrase, farting around if they should drop a dime. So that's inactive. That's passive. That's not doing anything. They're still confused about whether or not they should drop a Page of Pentacles. Oh, that's nowhere near what you're currently active with. It's nowhere near it. So yeah, I don't know who this is to you, but Nine of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Hierophant. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. You're showing me kind of concerned rising energy towards commitment. In other words, you really like what you're experiencing, and so naturally your mind is turning to deeper things, such as commitment. Okay. And sometimes you get in your head about it, but for the most part, you're excited. Knight of Wands, you're excited. You're excited by the prospect of commitment, and I don't blame you. Things are clearly going very well. So yeah, it's on your mind a little bit, but it's not overtaking the subject. Not at all. You're not locked in. You're not having kittens about commitment. No, you kind of see it as a natural thing to enter into if it's correct. So it's very correct. Yeah, you're saying, yeah, okay. I can do that. I want to do that. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit scary, but here we go. This is the real deal. I think this is the real deal. And that's for you. I see how that's for you, but over here with this person who's on pause, that I see their energies being prohibited in some way, spiritually, mentally. I don't know. It's tied down in some way. I can't quite see. It's like they can't get out of them. They won't give themselves permission. It's like they cannot get out of their heads with the Nine of Swords here for some natural energy that they actually have, but they're not standing by what they feel. They're locked up in their head about it. So, and it's going to stay that way. So I don't know if you know who this is. maybe you do, but perhaps it's best that you don't, because you're quite content. And I don't know how that kind of overly processed Page of Pentacles has a chance to take root with you when clearly something for you is going on. And in fact, so much so that naturally your mind wanders to commitment, and is that the next phase? And how do you feel about that? And that provokes some anxiety, but for the most part, you feel good about it. Whereas this person, they're not committing to what they're thinking or feeling. Okay, let's get some advice, please. I have no clue. I mean, you can see for yourself how bright, colorful, active, and engaged your energy is. And over here, it's paused, cold, a little bit of warmth. Anyway, let's get some advice, please, for Aries. The World, Ace of Swords, the Hanged Man. Okay. This person, they get caught on the ending Ace of Swords. They can't say that that's not a truth. They understand it's a truth. Okay, so they're looking at a cycle here. They think about it a great deal. A great deal. It's a undeniable truth. They can't get around it. There's an ending there between you and them once upon a time. You can't get around that. Okay. That's what stays the energy here with the Hanged Man. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, but nevertheless they hold on. So the way that you are showing me active Nine of Cups, they're showing me this something that they've held on to is a sense of wish fulfillment and self-pleasure, and that they hold on to that feeling that you might have generated in them. So how does that... Okay. Seven of Cups, it's not an option. It's not an option. You're not open to options right now. Why would you? You don't have options. You have a person, a real one, a strong one. Of course, you're not open to options right now. Why would you be? Yeah, and you're working on an Ace of Cups. That's no options for you. You're going straight for the big cup. You know, you're not playing in the minors. You're trying to play in the major, and it's not a game. Yeah, it's like I'm not taking applicants right now. I'm not pursuing options. I got the real thing here. Yeah. Okay. So again, they recognize a cycle that's closed out as a truth they cannot get around. And they think about that. They also think about how they still retain the positive energy that they experienced with you. So you do know who this is. But you have no reason to understand or expect what they're thinking. That's the most suspended Page of Pentacles I've ever seen in my life. And heartbreak. Three of Swords. Strength. Once upon a time, this absolutely broke your heart. And you had to have strength to overcome it and move on. Okay. 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 Well, then let's not press on it. We don't need to. You told me exactly what your business is. And you said in that department, business is really good. Yeah, I see that. Congratulations to you and your lover. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more on that, though. Patience. This whole thing took time. Patience. So I mean, that's some very strong Sag in your chart. Number 24, patience. Slow down, change your attitude, clear your mind. Okay? Patience. Particularly those of you that this is going very well and it's already kind of started to occur to you, oh my gosh, is this leading to commitment? And that causes the anxiety. Patience. Things will reveal themselves in time about whether or not this is where that's going, and if you want it to, and if that's right for you both. Okay? Cracker, 7. Positive, as in the cracker associated with Christmas, also an indication of the season now. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. Yeah, I think give it patience. There's more good to come from this. Let's enjoy this where it is, please. 7:24. Absolutely. No need to rush. Right? No need to rush. It's a good thing, then let it be a good thing. If you want to take it further, you'll both decide that when the time is right. I would like to have seen more on them, though. I like seeing you that happy. 23, Courthouse. Officiousness. For some of you, this represents the field you work in. Legal, a sense of legal documents, very official. Oh, is it just duh, Christina, hello. That's one of the points of... See, this is technically the shared line, but I'm not saying it's shared necessarily with the person who stands next to you. I see it as a point of concern for you about making things official or the commitment, and then how they might be referencing it as well. There's someone who can't commit to their own Page of Pentacle, which really bums me out because that's such a little guy. Anyway, that's where your mind is turning. Yes, courthouse, 23, taking the next steps. Give it time, give it patience. Okay. Oh, you consider that a closed subject. Communication with them, you consider it closed. Okay, there's nothing new to discover here. So you don't anticipate anything from them. You haven't for a long time. You're saying, no, I don't expect anything substantial here. No new insight, no new wisdom, nothing. These are the owls. Okay, they're not little birds. These are the owls. Significant insight, wisdom. It's like, no. I haven't expected any insightful whatever from that person in a long time. Okay. 21, the family room. It's a journey. Oh, it's been a journey. Okay, for some of you, it's been a journey to head towards the family room. In other words, making it real, making it serious. It's been a heck of a journey. 2110, and then the beautiful hothouse flower. Some of you might be considered very exotic, or perhaps what it is that you do is considered exotic, or perhaps your connection here, the lovers, is terribly, terribly unique. Okay, in other words, it's not common at all. That's good. Everybody wants the hothouse flower. No one has the patience to make it happen. Okay? To wait for the right bloom at the right time and make sure all the conditions are just right to make sure that that kind of thing can be sustained. So it receives a great deal of admiration. But it takes a lot of work to make happen. Okay? It's beautiful. You two might be considered very unique, or just that couple, or you two might be different, like very different on the outside. Who knows? But on the inside, you match, and that's where it counts. Okay. These ones are so hard to shuffle. Okay. Gazelle in reverse. Somebody else had the same thing. A lack of change. No change. I see that. Shark. Survival. Power. Interesting. So I'm going to add some Scorpio in your chart. Could be connecting to shark, but survival, power. You? The only time I can really see a reference to that is when you showed me the heartbreak and the strength you needed to overcome it. Okay? It was about survival and taking your power back, or being strong. Or perhaps you were very cold to the eight. Well, I did see him looking at the Ace of Swords for a long time. They might have thought he was very cutting. It really wasn't a power play so much as a survival tactic. I need to get away from this or cut it out of my life. It hurt, and it hurt bad. And I don't want to be in a position where I ever feel like I need to go back to it. Okay? Fair. All right. We have two letters, I and O. We have the medallions of Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, Taurus, and Scorpio. Your Scorpio I saw a little bit. You might have these very strong placements in your chart. Could be connecting to, or the seasons might be important to you. All right, Aries, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Aquarius, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Show me Aquarius and their person, please. Show me Aquarius and their person. Okay. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board. We're just explaining the intro, reverse energies, as you see fit. Show me Aquarius. You, the star. Three of Pentacles, Judgment. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Cool. Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. I know, I see that. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Wonderful. You're making huge inroads in your work, your career right now. This is very much a career-oriented reading, but of course, take it as it resonates. Ace of Pentacles, you're focusing on that coin like crazy. And it looks like you're starting something from the ground up with the idea of where it's supposed to go. You're planning for it. You're making room for it. Yeah, I think many of you intend to launch this officially around your birthday season. It seems to me you would know now. It's like it's about divine timing, Christina. I think I'm going to start this around my season. Okay, I think that's true for many of you. I think you've got your key people lined up and ready to go. Judgment, Three of Pentacles. This is great. This is great. You got the plans locked down, I think, for the Aquarius I'm looking at. Putting them into motion, lining your people up. It's busy. Things are busy right now. But in terms of making this official, launching it, yeah, about a month or so. Oh my goodness. I'm excited for you. Oh my goodness. If this is you, follow up with me in a couple months. I want to know how you did. This means so much to you. It means the world to you. You get to design something from the ground up. Build into this your way. I am so excited for you. And you have a lot of experience to back it up. It's just now you're starting something and you get to do it your way. Right? That's what I'm seeing for you. Over here, Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Someone here is showing me a lot of stress about moving forward in this. Don't know why. A lot of stress. A lot of fears. Knights of Pentacles. It's kind of like, I really wish this whole thing would just slow down. I don't know what that is. Fear of making it happen. It might be that this person is really in their head about the movement. It's not slow enough, or there's not enough plans in place. So the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight associated with a plan. From what I can tell, you have a plan in place. That's what you're doing now. You're locking it down. You're making it solid. You're making it tight. You're giving it a lot of definitions. That way it's ready to go when it's time for it to go. Judgment. Like, I'm working on this stuff right now, and I got someone over here near you that's freaking out. I mean, freaking out. What if this goes horribly? You know, I just want to slow it down. A month isn't long enough. I don't know. I don't know. It's all internal, so you may not know how much they're stressing out. But it's like, no. We're getting closer and closer to the time to actually perform and bring this together. We're really close to day one. Get it together. I don't know, man. I don't know. You seem to be heading this up. It's under your direction, under your design. You look solid to me. So it might be tied to this own person's sense of fear of failures, not necessarily what's going on with you, but perhaps their own sense to actually perform, make it happen. It's like they wish they could slow time down. And from your point of view, time has been slow enough. Again, you're showing me preparedness. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. This has been with you a long time. It's like you were tired. At some point, you got tired of waiting for the right opportunity to present itself. So you're like, I'll make my own. I love it. I love that spirit. I really do. You have enough expertise in this field already. It's like, why not do it and do it my way? And that's how some of the best of anything starts in careers or business or ideas and launching something. I know all about this. I have some thoughts on it. If I did it, this is how I would do it. And I think that's exactly the Aquarius I'm looking at. You had so much time to rest on this. It's been with you forever, it seems. To rest on it, to think about it, to tinker with it. Okay? You've drawn up your conclusions, and this is your Ace of Pentacles by your design. You created that opportunity. It wasn't handed to you, and that's the idea. In terms of the sharing, they see for themselves, too, and they are witness to how much time has been spent already with you contemplating this and what it means to you. So again, I can't help but think that's their internal fear systems kicking off about performance, actually doing it. They want to slow down the clock. And you're like, no, it's been slow. It's time to perform. It's time to execute. And they're like, oh my God. So it's like whatever the date is, and I think for some of you have a very specific date in mind, they're freaking out about that date. I don't really think it has anything to do with you. Okay. Let's get some advice, please, for Aquarius. Eight of Swords, the Magician, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's hard for someone to express this, even though it's forward, movement forward. I'm emotionally invested in this. There's a lot of fears in there too. So they do want this. Good. It's not totally a negative Nancy. Okay. No, there's just a lot of fears in the mind about moving forward with this, actually doing it. They want it, yeah. The Magician, Knight of Cups says, yeah, emotionally I want it to go forward. Just making it happen, that's different. Okay, so performance anxiety, making it real. It's one thing to sit there and draw up the plans and contemplate the ins and outs and do the pros and cons and the preparedness checklist, and it's another thing to actually do the darn thing. I got it. Okay. Okay. All right. Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands. There's a clue right there. King of Wands. Okay. Here, I believe you're showing me reassurance right there. King of Wands, confidence. Leave the emotions out of it. Let's go with what we know to be true. And there's confidence in that. So I see you firing people up with your words. It's like, let's not worry about this from an emotional point of view. Let's approach this from what we know. And we know a lot. Okay? The energy's lined up. It's in place. It's a good feeling for everybody. All right. So you're being kind of a leader here, being a bit of a coach. Let's leave our emotions out of it. Okay? No regrets, though. Okay, no regrets. No regrets. No regrets. Page of Swords, Ten of Cups. But despite that, we want to grow into this and make sure that it provides well for others in the inner circle. We want our folks in the inner circle to be happy for us and proud for us, but it's like, no mistakes. Let's not get attached to that. Any failures in the past, let's leave them there. Okay? So it's like you're saying, don't get wrapped up into potential negativity. That's how things fail. Okay? Look at it realistically from what it is we do know and how we're willing to operate now. But yeah, with an eye, a small eye, we cast it towards the Ten of Cups. We want our family and friends to prosper with what we're doing. We want them to be supportive. Yeah. Okay? All right. So chin up and all that. And you're right. Any past failures or things that didn't work out, learn from them, but don't indulge in it. Right? It's like that's what you're telling your people here, or at least your person. Don't give in to the fears. What do they say in Dune? Fear's the mind killer. All right. Distant horizon, messages. Okay. All right. You start putting the word out there soon enough. I see it. You put the word out. You put the communication out. You put the actions and deeds out. It's in the near future. The official communication, the press release, however you want to do it. The official announcement goes out soon. It's on the horizon. Okay. Very good. Oh, the main female. Okay, some of you, simply, this is a reflection of the demographic. You are the main female, the driver behind this. This is your idea, your baby. Okay? This is your thing. If that's you, hi. 36, 7, and 2. All right. Eagle, I know. I know you're prepared. I see that. Number 9. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. I think you are ready, man. You are ready. You got your eye on that date, and it doesn't feel like a threat to you. You're ready. But I understand what you're saying is like anything that represents a failure of the past, learn from it, but don't indulge in that emotionally. Do not allow your fears to take over this. Let's be confident. Let's look like we know what we're doing and act like it too. Okay? Because this is the day. This is the date right here. There's the official correspondence. I see you as being the driver behind it. But yeah, a lot of this is done with the height of knowledge. Absolute clarity. Okay? Strong vision. Okay. Bear, strong. You're strong, but I'm picking up here the key word is resourceful. I think you are very resourceful. You would have to be. And then acceptance, eccentric, moose, excuse me. You're going to do things your way. Whatever this is, you're experienced in it. I see that, but you're going to do things your way. You're going to have a little twist on this. Some might call it eccentric, and you're like, probably, actually, this is the way it should be. I like that. So not only are you strong, resourceful, okay, but yeah, you're a little eccentric too. You wear authority a little differently. You wear your expertise a little differently. How you're going to present this is going to be a little different. Okay, a little outside the box. Okay. Oh, so many medallions. We have one letter R, so I'll get some more. But we have the medallions here of Pisces, Cancer, Sag, Taurus, And so you might have these very strong placements in your chart, could be connecting to. The seasons might be important to you. And the tree of life. What it is that you're trying to do here is meant to be a stability feature for you long term. To produce and to drive your roots deeper and deeper into your 3D world. Okay, so it kind of goes beyond this idea of just providing for you and your own particular sense of work. You really want it to make an impact in the community in some way. Okay, for a wider audience. Okay, let's get some more letters here. E, A, X, and we also got the medallions of Scorpio and Libra. Okay, Aquarius, honey, I hope this helped you. Good luck to you. If you know what your day is, you don't need to say much. Just maybe put it in the comments. Yeah, this date. Ready or not, we're showing up. That's the day. That's the idea. Okay, I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Gemini, what's up? Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini and their person, please. Show me Gemini and their person. Okay. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board. We're going to start explaining the intro, reverse energies, as you see fit. Show me Gemini. Queen of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, cool. Nine of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. They're a little busy. But they're there for you. All right. Temperance. Three of Wands. Two of Swords. Okay. It's taken a lot for this to heal up. You know, Queen of Pentacles, you're showing me a sense of security, sense of self. You know who you are. You're very comfortable with you, which is wonderful. You have a home base. Yeah. Yeah. And Six of Cups, you have a soul bond attached to you. Wheel of Fortune, it looks like they've been there forever. It's one of those connections that seems to come back around often in your life. They're showing me individuation, so they're their own person. Okay. And given the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Cups, it looks like this is one of those connections that for some reason lands sometimes very gently back into your life over and over again. And you're not showing me anything threatening or that it's toxic. It's just, it seems like you're accustomed to it. You know, but also you find yourself in it too. You're part of that soul bond. It's yours too, right? So you find emotional comfort in it and spiritual comfort in it. And you can reflect on it and think of it in a sweet way. Now, it does represent the past, so I know that there's going to be unhappy elements in there too. But for the most part, you're saying, oh, that one, yeah. I'm familiar with that one. And you might have a little chuckle too, the way it kind of shows up in your life. So I don't know who this is to you. It's not necessarily like a friend, but it could be. And it's not necessarily an old intimate partner, although it could be. You don't see it as anything threatening, like I said. It's a gentle sort of attachment that you're accustomed to over time. It just seems to show up again and again for various reasons or just whatever. That's just how it is sometimes with soul bonds, you know. Sometimes they're always with us. Sometimes they drift in and out. But you're so accustomed to it. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. That person's busy. They're very busy. Their definition of busy, but they love it. So they love it. They got a lot going on. But they are showing me an independent sense of self. And they're saying, I'm good. I'm good. I'm busy, but I'm good. And that's all they really showed me. So this is someone who has no problem standing on their own 2 feet, providing their own sense of security, and they have a strong sense of personal wish fulfillment about what works for them and what doesn't work for them. It seems like they have a bit much at the moment in terms of navigating the 3D, but again, they love it. Wish fulfillment. They wouldn't have it any other way. It's like all that busyness, all that to and fro, that juggling activity. That's their thing. That's their gig. That's what they do. So that might explain a little bit that Wheel of Fortune, why you see them or associate them as coming around on the timeline at various points. Who knows? But Temperance, Three of Wands, Two of Swords. Look at how that's stretched out. Oh, I'm sorry. Seven of Cups. We'll get to that. Look how it's stretched out between you two. So you both experience this Temperance, Three of Wands, Two of Swords. There's a non-sort of pressured connectivity between you two, where there's this kind of acceptance where you two flow in and out of each other's lives. It can get confusing sometimes, but you've kind of learned to accept it. I'm not saying you have to. It's just something that, again, you're saying you're comfortable with it. That's how this this connection between you two has gone down over the years. You've consolidated yourself to it. Temperance, Seven of Cups in your overview. You keep yourself open to it. You don't dismiss it. In other words, you don't find it to be a threatening connection. You don't find it to be terribly painful, I believe. It's like, no, I keep myself open to it. It's cool. We're cool. That's it. And it's the same is true for them. Sometimes they open up to you. Perhaps sometimes you open up to them. It's going to work a little bit both ways there. But that's over time. Three of Wands, Two of Swords. You have been able to look to each other again and again over various points on the timeline. How far back? I couldn't say. Honestly. Wheel of Fortune. Temperance. 10, 14. Some of you. Yeah. We're talking decades or more. Or at least one decade, possibly more. Three of Wands, Two of Swords. You don't always necessarily know when you will hear from them again or see them again. But you're like, I got it though. I'm used to it. I keep myself open if they need me, and the other way around. Sometimes I check in with them. So I think the only reason they're showing me this because there might be another point of active connectivity between you two. Okay? Let's get some advice. I don't think you need it. You seem to be very comfortable with the situation. Okay. You do well for yourself, by the way. You provide for yourself. They do well for themselves. Every now and again, your two timelines cross. Okay? Yeah, but that's non-pressure distance, and if there was ever a desire for more there, I'm not saying it. That's not the point at this time. It's just generally understood between you two that it's just generally understood. No pressure. Patience. We connect when we connect. Oh. You, the Lovers, Eight of Wands, Six of Cups. Well, I called it. Yeah, there it is. There's the bond. And you're showing me yourself. You said, oh, it's my turn. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's you, darling. That's your power card. Looking fantastic. Eight of Wands. I love how you have such a beautiful center of gravity. You have an anchor there. But when it comes to this connection, you're showing me I'm spiritually flexible. That's interesting. It's like, it might be one of the things that they taught you is to be spiritually or emotionally flexible, because they really seem to be their own person through and through. I don't know. But the point is that you two have impacted each other's lives. And it's saying for you, it might be your turn to next communicate or drop a line towards them. Okay. Yeah, that seems to be already in your mind and in your spirit right now as we speak. Okay. Yeah, if you two were ever anything more than that, you would know. And again, you don't see it as a threatening thing. It might be, for some people, if you had a lover's connection or you felt you did once upon a time with them, it has now been absorbed, possibly for some of you, in that soul bond, and it's something you're comfortable with. Eight of Pentacles, King of Cups, Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's some stress there. Work, but they love it. There it is. Lots of work, lots of love. Nine of Swords. So that's them. Like I said, there is some busyness there, okay, with the to and fro activity, but they love it. So even though it's stressful, and sometimes it can be a lot, a handful, they wouldn't have it any other way. So that might be why you're putting forward communication to them, to check in with them, talk about the work stuff, to see if they're good, something like that. I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying that's just what's here. The advice is to go with what you've already been cooking in your spirit. So that kind of tells me that you would know if this is your reading. But yeah, it looks like you might be doing this relatively soon. Okay. But yeah, if you two were something larger, like an item once upon a time, it's been absorbed by the both of you, and the Six of Cups as part of your two shared history. Non-threatening, it's gentle, and it's just kind of assumed. Okay? Yeah, there's a lot of distance there between you two, but still a sense of peace no matter what. All right? So that's good. I like that. I respect that. Very nice. Yeah, there it is, little guy, page 1. Just a little bit. It's not a lot. Yeah. It's like I'm going to check in with them soon. All right, very good. Unicorn. In reverse, 33. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe. This is one of those connections where we had a hard time believing. Believing in the magic, the intuitive process, the spiritual complexities. That might have been a struggle for one or both of you, believing in the uniqueness of the magic, or that it was something larger than life. Seems to me, honey, if your two's connection can survive like this over time and there's no malice, hate, it's a little bit more special than you might realize. The fact that you have a kind of calm disposition around the energy, the way it floats in and out in you and their lives. You don't turn each other away. Every now and again there's some communication. Every now and again there's some activity. It might have been perceived once upon a time that it's not special or magical. Oh, I don't know about that. Have you been watching tarot? How people treat each other? Okay. I'd say there's something graceful and magical about that. Yeah. But that's me. Oh. Oh. The magic of the one, the unicorn. The special one. From someone's point of view, just shooting from the hip here. The one that got away. Possibly. Possibly. Well, not completely got away. You two find your moments to interact, but it's not like that, or it hasn't been in a long time. Like I said, that got absorbed into the connection as after the fact. Okay? It's just understood. The history is understood. But yeah, to someone it might represent the one that got away. 5. Legacy. Oh yeah. Legacy concerning oneself with one's roots, stability, one's legacy, what we're passing down to next generations. I can see where you actually both share that quality, or perhaps you share common stomping grounds, community, overlap, that kind of thing. Concern, points of interest, or perhaps you two have very similar prospect endeavors in terms of work and or career. But I believe it's referencing you both. You both contribute to a large-scale concept, okay, in terms of work, energy, effort, and its meaning. Okay, yeah, as I say, it applies to you both. You do. You both have the same community, town, city, something like that. So you're an active participant in your way. They're an active participant in their way. That would be my list for those of you unfamiliar with it. Yeah, 39. So yeah, you're both deeply involved. You contribute to the world in your way, so do they. And your two circles might overlap or have a lot of common ground, but you're busy, so would they. But no, you share the same fishbowl, if you will. Don't know how big that fishbowl is, but it looks like there's plenty to go around. So, occupation, someone's always working. Oh, are you concerned? So here we have the romantic male, upright, 28, 34, the one who's, I see that they work a lot. Well, and you do too. And I think your heart kind of goes out to them for how much they work. And that might be why you're checking in with them. Okay? You saw that. And you did say it was a point of concern. But it seems like they got it, and I think you got it too. All right. But there you go. Yeah, this could be male-female dynamic. But the soft heart of the male reaches out to that person who works often, or all the time, or works hard. Okay? But you both do. All right. Let me tell you something. It was like 50 degrees the other day, and now it's like 70, and humidity is like 80%. So we got the sniffles. Okay, This weather spike bullshit. I can't stand it. Extreme up and down. All right, groom, husband, marriage. Okay. Oh, I see. Choices. Triangle. I'm not suggesting at all that you two are in a present day love triangle. Not at all. No, I don't think that. I don't suggest that. I do believe, however, somebody in terms of partnership wise went one way, and this person, I believe, is individual or they're on their own. You have a bond with them, you don't deny a shared history, and I told you point blank, perhaps twice, if there was a lover's connection between you two, it was absorbed into the history of your two's connection some time ago. It hasn't gone there in a long time, etc. Okay? That was clear to me. And the way you two are paced apart like that, I see that your two streams rarely cross, even though you share a very similar fishbowl, if you will. The opportunity's there, but we don't go there. It is a respectful distance where you clearly care about them, and you two, every now and again, turn up in each other's lives in a respectful, distant sort of way. It looks like we're heading in that direction a little bit, where we have the opportunity to mix and mingle from an emotional space, but it's still a safe space. Okay? You still care about them. And the unicorn in reverse suggests, for some of you, you might be the one that got away. They might be the one that got away. Okay. But that's all in the past. Okay? It's not a point that's talked about. It's not reminisced on. It's just the energy that's reflected. So I believe someone here is married or taken. That could be you. Okay? And there's this idea of triangle, choices, made, not made. And that's a whole other thing, honey. That's a whole tarot reading, going down into another rabbit hole. The choices I made, am I good with that? Is that the one that got away? Am I the one that got away? A little bit of overhead today. We have a base here in Austin, so I'm used to hearing it, but still. Yeah, and choices, indecision, yeah. Triangles. We thought about all that. You're showing me commitment. I believe that's you. And there are choices to make in this life. It's better to be decided than undecided, right? Okay. So while we remain open to this, it's limited. Okay? You're showing me you care. Deeper connectivity aside, you're showing me you care. A little bit of conversation. Other than that, it remains at a distance. Okay, I'm not saying it has to be. Tarot's the proof of choice, not the absence of it. It's in the energies here today. It's extremely polite. You know, it's not demanding, it's not pushy, it's not spying, it's not, you know, obsessive crap. There's cards for that. I didn't see any of them here today. I think you two have absorbed this quite well. You go about your life, they go about theirs, and every now and again, you check in. And we have one of those upcoming moments, it seems. Okay? Oh, one letter, Y. We have the medallion of Pisces and Aries. You might have these very strong placements in your chart could be connecting to. The seasons might be important to you. We have a little spatula. Someone likes their cooking, profession, hobby. They just enjoyed their food. Perhaps you're cooking right now. What's up? What you making? All right. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Libra, what's up? Show me Libra in their person, please. Show me Libra. All right. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, as I explained in the intro. Reverse energies, as you see fit. Show me Libra. Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, Justice, you. Wow, looking good. Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords. Shared, King of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. I hate saying that. After a while, the Nine of Swords becomes such a dreary thing to see over and over again. You just want to yell at people, get out of your head, but easier said than done. If that actually worked, nobody would ever be in their head. Ace of Wands in your overview, that's what I'm talking about. You're showing me, bring it on. Bring on what? Whatever. Whatever works for you. Like literally, Ace of Wands, look at that. Look at that energy punching through. I love it. Gosh, so inspired, so alive, so turned on, so full of ideas, full of fresh energy too. I love it. Nine of Pentacles, of the self, individuation, can-do attitude. You like it, you love it, you want more of it. The Magician. Yes, I can do for myself. I can do plenty. You're like, I'm just getting started. And it looks like you're just getting started. I mean, you are amped up. Seriously, with Justice there's a sense of balance. I'm doing right by me, and I love it. Like, you got addicted to the feeling, right? It's so good. You are saying yes to opportunities that are right for you. I think most of them have to do with your own personal sense of security, okay? Your own sense of work, experience there. And the Magician, Justice, like, I want more. I want more opportunity for myself. Thank you very much. Like, you are so alive. You're manifesting so correctly for yourself. Your manifestation is entirely aimed at you. This is what I want for me. And it has to do, again, more so with your opportunity, your way of life, what it is that you do for work, security, so on and so forth. It's really saturated, so that's good. It's on real, tangible goals that you see for yourself, which means they're much more likely to come through. So keep an eye out. Things inevitably are going to come heading your way with that kind of energy. Over here, Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords. I have someone here who heart wants to attach to, but isn't in the space to do so. Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords. It's a bit of a contradiction when I see the King, Queen of Cups with the Eight of Cups. So this is someone who typically has a fuller capacity to love, to be open to love, to give and receive. Okay. But Eight of Cups, something's off. Okay. We're not in a position to give and receive love, although we would like to be. Right? Pain. Ten of Swords. Hurt. A lot of hurt. And here's what's interesting. You hurt for them. King of Cups, Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles. You're showing me you both hold on to each other in some way. You hurt for them. You ache for them in your own way. And they for you. But they're in a space where they cannot occupy a positive emotional presence. They're not. They have a lot to work through. I hope that they do. Again, someone here would rather be emotionally present, able to give and receive love, and they're not in that space. They don't have the space. There's too much pain there. And you two share this. You love them in your own way. You know that. You hope that they're okay. You worry about them sometimes. You do. And they about you as well. It comes from that shared emotional construct of care, concern, and love of some degree, to some degree, in some way. There's love in there. But they're not in a position to be open, though. And it looks like, from your point of view, you're not in a position to give to this, even if you would like to. Okay? Okay. So yes, you're right. Continue to do what's right for you, because that's what you can control. This is the stuff you can work with. Okay? And right now, you're in the business of making the stuff that's for you work for you. And bring it towards you. Pull it towards you. This, you have no control over. None. And I think you know that. All right? So I'm glad that you can admit to yourself, oh, there you are, right on the split with the High Priestess and Justice. Intuitively you feel an ache for them. I hope they're okay. I genuinely care about them, and I'm concerned for them sometimes. But I also understand it's not my place to do anything. They're not available to come forward in the heart space, and there's nothing I can do to work with that at this time. Why you're concerned for them exactly, I don't know. Perhaps you understand in some way how much they're hurting. I don't know. Let's get some advice. Ace of Cups. Five of Cups. Oh, the Lovers. Yeah, it's making the rounds today. I'll tell you what. Ace of Cups, Five of Cups. Oh, the Lovers. Yeah. Okay. So, you know. You tried to love this person with all your heart, and I believe you. It's not really that you tried, it's just you know what you felt. You know what you felt for this person. You love them with a big old heart. Unfortunately, the past was getting in the way here. The Lovers, such a strong connection, and you wanted to love it and love it deeply and love it freely, and that didn't happen. This is a regretful union, perhaps from an emotional point of view, but it represents so much love on your part. I don't think that they were in a space to return it, and that in and of itself kind of hurts, knowing that. Knowing how much love was on the line, and they couldn't return it. Turns out it was quite painful for them. You may not know that. I see you worry about them. If you love them that deeply, I could see, regardless of what you know present day or don't know about them, you're going to generally be concerned for their welfare because you love them so deeply. But you may have no clue what they're up to in present day. Okay. And that's something that causes them pain, knowing they weren't available or couldn't be. The Fool, Six of Pentacles. Two of Swords. There's still some confusion to this day, perhaps a little bit on both sides, about whether or not this will ever come back together again in the real world. Will somebody ever be open to take that risk, to take that chance? And you don't know. You say you don't know. Rightfully so, you don't know. And that seems to be a question to be answered at another time. Okay? It's not a right-away thing. I see what your immediate energies are, and they're wonderful, and they're lined up quite well. If that's a question, it can be answered later. For now, I just see that you two hold on to each other in your own respective ways, for various reasons. Knight of Cups. Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles. And for now, I just want you to show love towards your ambitions here. Okay? Honor thyself. This will probably have more answers in time. All right? But so long as someone continues to exist in the space of non-availability, it needs to be left where it is. Okay? I see you wanted to love them with your whole freaking heart. Heartbreak, yeah. They're still working through pain and heartbreak and stuff like that. Okay? Okay. No absolutes, but nonetheless, hopefully we got a little bit more of an idea of what's going on. But I'm happy. Yeah, no, as I say, this is your time, honey. You look like... See, the thing here with you is that you're manifesting what's right for you. Nine of Pentacles, Justice. Literally what's right for you. Ace of Wands, you got the energy for it. Showed up as an emotional thing for you too. Like you are emotionally invested in this. If this is your time for some luck, I'll tell you what. You are doing right for you, 19. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. I tell you what. If that wasn't a direct message to you, I don't know what else was. So this is not the situation that requires our energetic attention or focus. And I think you know that. You even said, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever connect to them again. I don't know if I'll ever see them again. And I have to be at peace with that or just leave it there for now because there's nothing I can do. Yeah, I think about them. Yeah, I'm concerned about them, but there's nothing I can do. And I need to be comfortable with that. Okay? 16, the Lion. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the Lion and charge ahead magnificently. Number 16. Absolutely, I agree. Charge ahead, honey. I tell you what, this coming year for some of you, it's year to year. This is awesome. You're lining up to some really cool stuff. The opportunities, there's so many opportunities in there for you. There's so much good energy. You're going to grow something. I just know it. You're manifesting for yourself correctly above all, and it shows. Okay? Heart, I know. I know. You love this person with your full heart. You don't deny that. And it was painful. And it was very painful. They weren't in a space to receive it. And trust me, that hurts them too. Knowing that. And we can't force people to be where they're not. You figured that out too. You know that. It's like I'm looking at all that love Leva's trying to give me and it breaks my heart. I can't accept it or return it. So I don't know how that long they were looking at your cup. Looking at it knowing they couldn't receive it or return it, but it was long enough to make an impact. I know you really loved them, didn't you? You did. You really did. Old woman, sadness, female. There's something here about a... Now, that's not meant to be rude. It's meant to kind of capture a certain essence of energy, including, physical characteristics. So, older woman, sure. It could be you, could be them. Sadness, female. There's a sense of old woman. I'm left alone on the bench, abandonment. There is that issue here of I'm cold, I'm alone. No one here to take care of me. So there's that drags the whole thing down to a sense of helplessness and I've been discarded. And I don't know that it's necessarily you, but somehow I feel like that plays into it in terms of the energy. That helplessness, cold, shut down. Okay. I know that seems so harsh, but it's there for a reason, guys. Because some of you might identify with that as that aged me. Like that aged me, that whole situation aged me. Or it made me feel cold and shut down and abandoned. A privileged lady says the opposite of that. Youth. Youth, do you see the difference there? Youth, energy, vitality, prosperity, prospects. A catch versus someone who doesn't feel those things at all. Like they have no opportunity. That they'd be abandoned versus someone who does. Okay. There's a wilting sort of image here. Oh, it's adjudication. Back and forth, weighing up the pros and cons. Back and forth, back and forth. Someone might have had a choice. FYI. It's kind of hinting there a little bit. Someone might have had a choice, perhaps in partners. One represents a certain category. The other person kind of represents the other. Okay? But going back and forth on it, pros and cons. And, if that was the case, it was best then that you went your own way and did what was right for you. Okay? Courtship, for adjudication, relationship, courtship. Going back and forth on the pros and cons about relationship potential and is that there and should I continue to connect to this and then for some of you, I'm young, I'm a catch, but this has aged me considerably. I don't know that I want to continue to be part of this. I feel like I'm wasting my best years, my youth, my love, my energy on this situation for someone who is not able to return it or reciprocate it. And in which case you still made a good decision. It was a decision of balancing with the self literally over your hearts. Okay. And if I remember correctly, yep, that's exactly it. In this particular tarot deck, way up there, you can see on the scales the hearts over the mind. I think that's exactly what this is for some of you who made a decision of heart over the mind. I love this. I love this so bad. But my mind is dissatisfied with this situation. I know it's not correct. I need to do right by me. Okay, let's move on. Yours and theirs is meant to be shorter. But obviously you can see how far it can be pushed. We have the letters A, U. We have the medallion of Virgo and Aries. You might have these very strong placements in your chart. Could be connecting to, or this or the seasons might be important to you. And then we have the chakra in reverse. This put you out of alignment, didn't it? The heart and mind did not match. So you corrected the situation. I see that. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Show me Taurus and their person, please. Show me Taurus. Okay. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board. We're just explaining the intro, reverse energies, as you see fit. All right. Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Okay. Five of Pentacles, Strength, the Fool. Okay. Yeah, Five of Wands, Nine of Swords, Seven. Yeah, no. Yeah, nope. Yeah, I think you're done. I think you're done. This might be a premature call, but I think you're done. I was going to say, it's a little different. You're like, okay, I've made up my mind, I'm out of here. And they're like, I changed my mind, I want to open back up. There you go. Eight of Cups. Like I said, you're out of there. So this is the emotional checkout. Often stands for the metaphor of emotional detachment, emotionally unavailable, okay? Or the physical walking away. Well, for you, it's the same, all of it. It's all there. Detachment emotionally, mentally, and physical, actually. Some of you have made the physical decision to separate from the situation or person. You're like, my mind's made up. Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, Six of Swords. You're making it look like an easy call. But I do know your mind is made up. So I don't know how long you've been detaching. But when you made the decision, it's pretty clear. You can't confuse it. Okay? It's very directional. It's very straightforward. I'm out of here. And yeah. This is me physically doing it. Okay. Five of Pentacles, Strength, the Fool. Well, after much due consideration from this person's point of view, okay, things are rocky between us. There's some breakage here. Okay. Circumstances aren't great. Abandonment, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean abandonment. Strength, I have it within me. You know what? I have the strength within me to be the fool and open back up to this. What do you say, Taurus? I'm not here. No. So, okay. The strength is at the heart of the reading, so I know that while I'm making lies of it, it actually represents a huge energetic sort of decision for this person to kind of dig deep, despite the structural failures and the arguments and the fears and the blockage and the frustration. It's like, I'm going to dig deep and say, you know what, I can reapproach this. You know what, I can put work into this. I can make this work with Taurus. Whatever that is, I have no idea. Five of Pentacles is one of your minor cards. Okay, it could be anything from the connection itself is broken beyond repair. It could be a situation that you're both involved in, that you're like, I don't want any part in it anymore. And they're like, no, I'm not done. But you're like, I am. So as it resonates. Point is, I know that they did some soul searching here. And with some strength, they're like, I can be the fool. I can keep this going. I want to. I want to. It's within me. Okay. So that is sincere. I don't think you question the sincerity. I think you just got to the point where you don't want to question anything anymore. You know? I feel like the time for answering that kind of question has long since sailed for you. Because goodness knows how long you two have come up against this. The shared energy is not great, but you already know that. Five of Wands, Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords, it's all fight all the time. It's all anxiety all the time. It's all backbiting and bickering and bullshit all the time. It's all defensiveness and edges and sharpness all the time. It got to the point where you don't want to think about this anymore. Never mind try to resolve it. It's like, good for you. You got the strength for it. I don't. Have you ever been so distinctly done with a topic, a feeling, a practice, an exercise, a connection, a job, whatever? You're so distinctly done with it that you really are like, okay. You still see that there's a question here worth answering? I don't. You can keep taking that test if you want. I no longer want to take that test. We're not very good at this test, you and I, whatever this is. You know, and I'm tired of making failing grades, or however you want to put it, or coming back with a poor performance. I don't like it. You don't like it. It's a bad investment from your point of view to continue to invest in a broken system, and this is a broken system of some type, be it the connection or something else. Okay? Yeah, I get it. So, again, even though you're showing me the decision's made, you're walking in the opening, it's in your closing. I think you've already had these moments of, okay, I'm going to dig deep and readdress this and put myself into it. I think you've had those moments and you're done. You don't want any more of those. Like I said, you don't want to keep continuing to take the same failing test. All right, let's get some advice, although I have to tell you, You're taking your own advice at this point. So, yeah, and there's motivation there. There's the Fool again. A motivation, Two of Cups, a sense of care, love, sure. Okay. Well, I hope so. I should hope so. The Moon, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. What about it? I don't see why that has to be under the Moon. Oh, you question it. The repairs with the Six of Pentacles, mind you, it's one pentacle away from the Five. So here we have something, okay, all right, it's fair. Might even be profitable or pro or in the black. Situation remains constantly in the red. Okay. One pentacle can make a huge difference between something that's functional and something that isn't. Under the Moon, privately, your heart tried to work with it for a long time. I'm suggesting then that you can no longer find your heart in the situation. They might be able to, you can't. That's personal. You kept that to yourself. I understand. It makes sense to me. You know, you don't have the heart to tell them that you don't have the heart to try anymore. Am I right? And once you couldn't operate or figure it out from that point of view, that's when you knew. But you also keep that part to yourself. Okay? I believe. I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying for the Taurus I'm looking at, you've kept that to yourself. It'd be like too much. Am I right? It's your truth. So I always advise people to speak your truth. Really, you're not sparing their feelings. And you're not really sparing yourself from those feelings either. But if you feel the need to keep that to yourself for now, then, well, that might be your truth as well. Maybe that's something you can process later. All right? I couldn't find it in my heart to work through this anymore and see the good in it. Okay. Okay. Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Down. You don't think you can be that direct or honest with them. You'd like to be, but you don't think you can be that direct or honest with them. Again, that's something for you to think about for yourself. So, truth. You've tried to be as honest as you could or direct as you could, but there's portions of it you intentionally pulled back. Seven of Swords. I don't think I can say that to them. Again, that's something for you to process. Okay? Honoring one's truth has to do with the self first and anyone else secondary. Remember that. Everything begins with the self. So the more you can figure it out for you, you can better line up to the position of honesty as you understand where it should be. Okay? Because I think deep down you would like to tell them that because that is your truth. But you just, like, there's something I can't say right now. Okay? So you get comfortable with it first. Perhaps in time. Because why don't you want to try? They still have some feeling there. You don't. Okay? Okay. So continue on as is, but leave space or room for improvement or more insight, yeah? All right. Sorry, I just had a moment. It's like, I better not have a smear, because that will piss me off. No, we don't do lipstick smears. That just, I don't do that. No, we don't do that. I mean, it happens, but the thing is, you don't want it to happen, especially when you're recording. No, we demand perfection. Well, at least lipstick perfection, or we try to. Let me know if you know what that's like. It's just, I like color inside the lines. Okay? What's up? Oh, yeah, okay. No venomous thoughts. It's honest, though, isn't it? Really honest. We don't want to be mean and venomous, poison. But, honey, here's the thing. When it's in the upright, that means it's probably unnatural, forced. Something meant to be poisonous and hurtful. And also our worst thoughts. So I know it's very real for you. It's very honest, but you don't know how you can convey that. And also, for some of you, there's some things that can't be taken back. Am I right? There are some points in there, some arguments in there that can't be taken back. It affected you, but you're not trying to hurt them the same way that they hurt you. Okay, well, that kind of speaks to who you are. But again, there's a difference between insult and honesty. Okay? Not trying to be mean, but you do have a truth. You don't have it in your heart. I got it. I got it. That's you. I know. You're very consistent today. I appreciate you for that. That's you, Donna. 5. That is your power number, the mature man. Earthian energy, King of Pentacles, Hierophant. Yeah. It's time for a change. Am I right? Time for a change. That's you. Good for you. Good for you. It's time for a change. You might have some Cancer in your chart, in which case use it. That direction. Choosing it. Allowing yourself to flow into it. That's the power of the Chariot. Okay? 9 and 5. All right. Time for a change. And you know. It's been all thorn, no rose, right? 31. I understand. Guarded particularly. Look how guarded that is. Guarded, angry, argumentative. Like every day is walking in through barbed wire, thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in new and positive future. Yeah, I know. I know. No matter how much there is that's a threat, the sun still rises. Hope, always. Even in the Ten of Swords, did you know that? You look at the Ten of Swords, there's still a rising sun in the background. No matter how painful or difficult, never is all hope lost. No. No. And not for you, Donna. Look at you. You're going to do what you need to do. I'm at 31. For some of you, the 31st. For some of you, the 31st. The Scarab, nourishment, transformation, that's the key word. It always brings the beautiful jewel here, the Scarab. Ancient, beautiful symbology of transformation above all. Okay. You know, it's kind of a big deal when the King and Queen of Pentacles say, I can't be here anymore. Because they're all about their comfort zone. This is my security. This is my space. This is my house. This is my business. The fact that you are making yourself uncomfortable in order to get comfortable again tells me a lot. It's like, this is where I cannot be. This is where I cannot invest, and I don't want to. It's transformation for you, darling. It's just, yours is direct, and it's probably faster moving. Okay. Choices. Indeed, stand by your choices. Triangle represents so many things. But in this context, it's choices. You know what your other choice was? Keep choosing this. But you want to keep taking a failing test, did you? Okay. Choices. I think you made a good one, my friend. I do. Some fences we cannot mend. Try as we might. H-E-T-K. We have the medallion of Gemini, Sagittarius. Oh, 2 Gemini. 2 Gemini and Sagittarius. Yeah, you might have these very strong placements in your chart. Could be connecting to. The seasons might be important to you. We have the wolf in reverse and upside down. Oh, I know. You're not claiming this territory anymore. Oh, you didn't have to tell me that 3 times at this point. Yeah, you're not claiming this territory anymore. You're not protective of it anymore. You're saying, I relinquish this territory. I don't pursue it. I don't protect it. I don't fend for it. I don't provide for it. It's not mine. I let it go. Okay? I know, and that's you in the upright. Fabulous. Pegasus with wings. The freedom to choose. The freedom to fly. The freedom to change. Well done. Taurus, honey, this is one of your more firmer readings. But I have to say, extremely realistic. Sometimes I see with these huge energies, even when you're doing something quote-unquote serious, they can be quite high. This was extremely down to earth. This was extremely realistic. This was very boots on the ground. It's happening then. Because it was painted clear as a picture. So you're that Taurus that's either in this now. It's not the Taurus of 10 years ago. It's not the Taurus of 10 years from tomorrow. It's the Taurus I'm looking at is now. You know, it's interesting. It paints a picture of you on the private side with the moon. You didn't think you could tell them. That's something you're still working through. The truth. Your heart's not in it anymore. They might still find some heart for it. You can't. I really want you to look at that. That's going to make a huge difference to you later. Okay? As a point. I'm not saying you owe an explanation. No. No, I think they understand what you're doing. But that's kind of a clue about who you are. All right? And how you perceive workable things. Can you find your heart in it? Yes or no? I want you to know that about yourself. Okay. I see it as a good thing. I hope you do too. Anyway, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Show me Virgo in that person, please. Okay. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board. Let's start explaining the intro, reverse energies, as you see fit. Show me Virgo. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. 4 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups. Okay. 10 of Cups, the Fool, Page of Cups. I was wondering if you're open, like what? Where are you? I was trying to get a feel for you, honey. Oh, good. Yay, you're open to it. Yay. I didn't know. I don't know. Because you're kind of showing me it's, you know, it's the same sort of day-to-day energy for you. But you're like, time has passed for you. And I'm like, okay. And just, are we open to this? Are we not open? Because something's here. Something's here. It has the prospects of entering soon, hitting the scene soon. So I was like, all right. Where are you at? It's like not much has changed for you in a while. That's not an accusation. Don't take it as one. That just tells me you've been on a path, 7 of Pentacles, and it's probably been comfortable enough. Okay, I believe that 7 of Pentacles is riding in neutral. It's a familiar path, your life overall, your direction, how you've been living your life overall comprehensively. Sure, 7 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, time's catching up to you, and it is possible for you to be open. You know, if you're so inclined, if that's where you want to go, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to feel, it's at your disposal to be open to maybe some options. Ace of Wands is in your overview. You're like, okay, I've got some energy. Good. Because overall you're saying things have been relatively predictable, calm, or steady for some time now. And so I was like, do you want to shake things up a bit? Because there's something here for you. It's a little haughty, too. 4 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups. Now, this person is relationship-oriented. In other words, that's in their energy. That's what they're inclined towards. But what they're showing is Ace of Cups, the openness to love or to new love with you. Yeah, you got an ace. They got an ace. But yeah, they are relationship-minded, however. So I can see that they're passionate, okay? Or like I said, they're just kind of a haughty. Or they're very creative, possibly a very passionate person too. But once more, they kind of have that sense of stability though. It's for a reason. I got the energy for it. Let's go. And if you're agreeable, hey, that might work well for you. I don't know. That's why I was wondering if you're open. It seems you are. 10 of Cups, the Fool, Page of Cups. You both believe, actually, in the greater dynamic of things. 10 of Cups, the inner circle. You're both looking for something that lends itself to emotional maturity and stability. Being persons of importance in each other's lives and making it work not just for you two, like you as an individual, them as an individual, but together collectively. So they kind of showed me that they're relationship-oriented, and you're kind of like, I feel the same. If it doesn't open up into something long-term and in a substantial way, 10 of Cups once more, emotional security, then you're not interested. Okay? It's got to have some meaning there. Otherwise, it's all systems go with the Fool and the Page of Cups. Let's get it started, you know? Let's get it started. When? I have no idea. everything, I'm seeing implication to now, to perhaps in a couple of months. I don't know. It seems to be at your disposal. It looks like things haven't shifted around in your path for a while. So again, I'm not trying to critique. That just tells me you've had a kind of comfortable life or path. You know, you've been minding your own business, cultivating your own stuff. But yeah, we've got a lovely infusion here for change. Good change, healthy change, loving change. Opening up into something larger, you know? All right. Let's get some advice, please, for Virgo. Kind of hard to read today. You're not giving too much away here. Other than I could be opening it, maybe I'm not. I don't know. And then you went Ace of Wands. Yeah, I am. Ah, okay, there it is. There it is. I don't know if you were trying to pull a modesty trick on me real quick. You know, it's like, oh, it's you know, I don't know about all that. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. Well, there's a reason why you've been keeping to yourself. Ten of Swords, Judgment, Death. Some of you have had experience with very hard endings. Very, 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 very hard endings. And you just needed the time to yourself. That's all. All right, that's it. It's not without rhyme or reason. There's reason. Some of you have been met with some very hard endings. I mean, difficult. And for those of you who have experienced losses, I'm sorry. Not that I mean to diminish the idea of separation in relationships or, you know, divorce or anything like that. Painful endings or betrayals. Okay, but for some of you, you know, losses. It has a different gravity when it shows up. Okay? It has a very different gravity when it shows up. That's for some of you, not all of you. But there's a reason why you've been tending your own garden for a while. You needed the time. You needed the peace. Just be okay on your own for a while, which I respect. I always encourage that. You know how it is when you experience a serious ending and you just can't. You just can't. You don't have it in you. There's something just pulls you down. And you could be working and you could be having conversations and you're talking to Marshall and you're talking to Marcia and, you know, you're doing your normal stuff, your conversations, and you're working. But there's something inside you that's just personally kind of shut off for a while. Yeah. Yeah. That would be it for some of you. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Time has passed for you. Whatever that time represents. It's a respectable amount of time. Because something's coming forward now. Okay, for you to consider, for you to participate in, and it's waking up, and I guess a little bit more in this context is having you feel more alive, like you're more comfortable flipping your switch back on. Okay. Anything else, please? And Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Yeah. So all right, there you go. It's hard. There's a fear of abandonment floating around in some of you, which is normal for hard endings, whatever form they take. Be it endings of relationships, and that was quite painful, and for losses for others of you. It's hard. If you're going to inherently build up a fear of abandonment. What if I start this and it leaves or it ends? I know. That's one of the reasons why the switch is off for a while. But something here has powerfully come along that makes you think it might be worth flipping the switch back on again. You know? It is going to require a little bit more confrontation on those abandonment issues, the fear of it. I hope it's not enough to override what I'm saying here today, because this is beautiful, and please know it's here for a reason, most likely in relationship to what you deserve. Okay? What is for you will not pass you by. So this is showing up, and it's showing up beautifully Oh, I'm going to say there's boldness on that one. There's some spiciness on that one. It's spicy. I hope you have a... I tell you what, they don't do neutral. That's not a mayo person. This person uses spice, a lot of it. But you know, I like how you both have common points of value. It has to have meaning, purpose, and stability. We need to fit into each other's lives in the greater scheme of things. It can't just be a selfish one-to-one love. It's got to mean something to others. So that tells me you're both family-oriented in some way. Okay, so that's good. You know, but yeah, it's still a little bit confrontational there about those abandonment stuff. I hope we work through that. I do, because I don't want this to pass you by. All right? It looks good, and it looks like it's what... oh, good. Good. Thank you for countering that. I appreciate you. Eight of Swords, King of Cups, Temperance. You're saying you've been working on those things in your heart quietly over time. Temperance. Very good. Good. Okay, fantastic. So you are lined up to this. You really can go for it if that's what you want to do. I know some of you are also thinking about your long-term longevity, your Ten of Pentacles, your way of life, your foundation. But good on you. Thank you for answering that. You have been working on it. Yes, indeed. Excellent. Okay, then. Guys, I don't know what to say. Anywhere between now and a couple months from now. I just know it's at the right time. That feeling comes back to you. Oh, I can open up to this. Maybe I want to. Maybe I'm excited. Good. Very good. I'm looking at this outfit. It's starting to look frumpy. You know how it is that some clothes start to look frumpy fairly quickly. I'm wondering if this is one of those outfits. A couple of hours and it's already starting to look a little... I hope not. But it's going to ride. It is what it is. A little bit of luck. Too, for some of you, February perhaps, yeah. But a little bit of luck there. A little bit of the four-leaf clover. Oh, 24. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's very equal. It's very lovely. It's very affectionate. Very affectionate. Yeah, somebody somewhere is going to be saying that lucky son of a gun. I just have it. I just have that feeling. Either in respect to your presence or the other way around. It's like, look at that lucky son of a gun right there. I just have that feeling. Oh, it's gorgeous. Very affectionate. Storm. Okay. I'm not saying it as the metaphor for storm, emotional upheaval. It could literally be during some sort of storm. Moody weather. Heavy overhead clouds. One of those storms that rushes in quickly and then exits. 6, 24, 2. Okay. Oh my. The Lovers. I forget it's in this deck too. But it's great. It's a little bit more special when this oracle because I hardly ever see it. I usually see unity. So we have the affection, the love, and the lovers. 18. Very nice. There are 2 paths ahead. Be true to yourself. You don't have to choose this, but I hope you do. Be true to yourself. Always. We're going to stop there. I don't need to push it. No. I don't think you'll be alone for Valentine's Day either. I believe. Or even if you are, not too far after. Okay. Old man, to some of you, ascribe to the old man. It's somebody else got this as well. It can represent the kind of details of physical demographics, age, sex, that kind of thing. Some of you identify with the old man, so even if you're like literally not an old man, it's that sense of duty, inheritance, working the soil, property, management, something like that. My legacy. Inheritance male for some of you, or this could be the person you're connecting to. There might be an age difference there. That's usually the only reason they point that out. Coins, luck, more money, coins, prosperity, abundance, luck, prosperity, abundance. Again, it's coming back to that word luck. That lucky son of a you know what. I just got that vibe around you when you connect to this person, that lucky son of a... so-and-so has got that. It has that impression. Why is that so strong? Why is that so strong? I have half a... Well, no, I cannot push your reading. Nope. I won't. H, V, Q. We have the Medine of Aquarius. Could be Aquarius season. Absolutely. Could have some very strong Aquarius in your chart. Could be connected to. The season might be important to you. And here we have the Captain's Wheel, which is the wheel of fortune and the world. Time moves forward always. And in that space of moving forward, doors close, they open. Sometimes we reapproach old doors and anywhere in between. But use your time wisely above all. You have choices. Like I said, you don't have to choose this. You don't have to open up to it. I hope that you do. Me personally. All right, Virgo honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, what's up? Show me Capricorn and their person, please. Show me Capricorn. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but start explaining the intro, verse energies, as you see fit. Ten of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. Okay. Six of Wands, Death, the Moon. Oh, your message has been blessed by Our Lady of Perpetual Long Care. Yeah, it was raining all day yesterday, so the sun came out for a couple hours, and naturally, the lawnmowers ensued. Yeah. Over here, Six of Wands, Death, the Moon. Eight of Wands. The World, the Fool, the Magician. Okay. The Magician, you're showing me you're manifesting on your own behalf and your own best interest. Ten of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. You're saying things aren't easy for you, but by golly, you won't be put down. You will rise to meet any occasion. That's like Ten of Wands. What's that? That's nothing. Heaviness, that's life. Get over it. It's like these are my responsibilities and I bear them with pride. And so you do. Strong mind, strong energy to rise to the occasion. Manifesting to overcome the odds. Manifesting the strength, you know. You're doing a great job. So whatever it is that weighs on you, that weighs on your mind, weighs on your energy as heavy, tiresome, a burden, responsibility, whatever it is, you're saying it's mine and I own it. I will manifest myself literally working through this because you know what? No. I will not be defeated. I'll not be put down. So what that has to do with this situation, I have no clue. To me, it looks like you're just manifesting on your own terms. Whatever that Ten of Wands is to you, like I said, a sense of heaviness, hardship, but you're used to it. It's like I will rise above. I will succeed. I will be successful. It looks like it doesn't have anything to do with this particular situation. I mean, like I said, your energies are your own, I believe, in this context. Okay, so and I can kind of see why this person's absent. Six of Wands, a sense of confidence or ego and their energy towards you, maybe. Death, it's over. We haven't heard a peep from this person, not really, for a while. But the Moon, so while it's over, the display of energy towards you is over, it's not. Something's transforming and it's not visible to your eye. And nor should it be. They don't make themselves visual to you anymore. They're not trying to attract you anymore, get your attention anymore. Because Six of Wands, as far as I can tell, in this context, is visibility, some attraction, some confidence, maybe some ego. It doesn't tell me much. And that stopped, death, but it's not necessarily over. It's under the Moon. It's still taking a new shape, transforming, rebirth. What's going to happen on the other side, I don't know, and neither do you. From your point of view, what they're doing is their business, or it's not for you to know because you got your own to do. That's it. Eight of Wands, the world, like I said, you have no reason to anticipate communication. That's been cycled out from your point of view. For both of your points of view, communication has been cycled out. Anything that's consistent, anything that denotes regular communication, no matter what shape it took, no matter what the context was, whatever it is, stop talking. That's it. It's just done. Cycled. Boom. Like I said, whereabouts unknown. You got your own stuff to do. to contend with. In fact, you're praying for the energy to keep on keeping on, you know? Keep on with the good fight. And then, boom, the Fool. From your point of view, the Fool is likely new beginning, new energies, new sensations, whatever. In excess, new sensations. Yeah. You're not including them in that new beginning. This is for you. More openness, more lightness. I think that's why you're showing me pray the Magician here to work through these energies, and that we can open up to other things. You just might have a lot on your plate right now. And for them, it might be when they're done transforming, that Fool might be used towards you. I don't know. This is what you technically share, but from your point of view, you're not sharing diddly squat. There's no reason to expect communication anymore. There's no reason to expect attraction or showy offy energies or ego energies or flattery energies. It's done. It's done. It's done. So I could see where in your energy, you know how you would use the Fool to lighter days, a lighter sense of self, more spontaneous, less work. For them, depending on how they do their transformation work, it might be used towards you one day. Whatever that means. Am I right? Point is, you're not waiting. You've got a lot to do. And you have no reason to wait. Why would you? I see that right there. Whereabouts unknown. You have no idea what they're up to. You probably have no idea where they live. I don't know. You probably don't even have their number at this point anymore anyway. Who knows? 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups. A lot of regret there. A lot of regret. Emotional regret around stability. Whatever this is could never be stabilized. Someone here wouldn't show up from the heart. A lot of regrets around it. You're familiar with the subject. It's too bad. It's too bad I could never stabilize with you. It's too bad we could never grow this. Too bad. 8 of Cups, we had to walk. So I had to walk. There's too much sadness in here with me or with you. It's just too much sadness between the two of us about what could not be achieved or whatever. I don't know, but 8 of Cups, detached, walked. Page of Wands. The Lovers, 7 of Cups is in reverse. From your point of view, I believe, because you showed me that spark of fire, I believe you interpreted this as a strong connection, the Lovers' connection. However, you also said it's not an option. Okay. Okay, so that's the difference between someone who knows and someone who doesn't. That means you know. You know about strong connections. You know. But you're also saying it wasn't an option. I hate those, right? I have this very strong connection, but apparently they're not an option. You know, we're just in each other's lives, but in a very regretful way, where we're continuously not choosing each other. So we tack on to the past memories of, oh, look, this is when we didn't choose each other. This is when we didn't choose each other. This is when we didn't choose. We're just constant regretting each other's lives. We're not lining up to this correctly. The emotional self isn't being chosen. The 3D self isn't being chosen. I'm strongly connected to you, and I got bupkis to show for it. You're not even an option. And you know what? For that matter, neither am I. You were very honest about that. It's like there's too much sadness in a shared environment. Got to detach. It's almost like you're saying, I know too much about them to keep hanging out for this. And you're right. I think you do. I think you may not know that much about them, but you knew a lot about the connection. You knew it was a strong one. But they weren't an option, and you knew that too. Perhaps they were happy there on the surface where things were light and fun and flirty. Yeah. At some point you stopped the communication. It looks like a radical stop. Okay. So they're just kind of showing me a backstory, and I think your interpretation of it is correct. Probably was a strong connection where you may not have known them very well personally, but you understood they weren't a real option either. It had limited capacity. Eight of Wands, there's the communication. The Star, propositional, possibly, propositional, possible communication by Aquarius season. There it is. I know the word stopped. You were very clear about that. And I said, how you see the Fool at this time in your timeline is very different than how they might be experiencing it soon. Okay? You see new beginnings for yourself, they might see them reapproaching this connection with you as a risk. It's not you who starts the words this time. Okay? It would have to come to you, wouldn't it? Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, choose for yourself. You know what to do based on your own sense of standards, boundaries, and definitions. You're either acceptable to this and receiving of it, or you're not. That's it. That's it. You know yourself well. Trust on that. Trust in that. Okay. Proposal 27. A romantic or business opportunity is indicated. It's hard to fathom given what I've seen there today, but okay. It could be that somebody retroactively was in a commitment, and that's why you said, yeah, we're a strong connection, but they're not an option. Yeah. You might be right. That could be it. It could be that this sense of proposal is further down the line. Okay? And we can't see it yet. All right. 27. Sun 30. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. And that's what you're doing. That's what I see you doing for yourself. Right there. That's how you're using the Fool. Okay, so this is technically shared. It makes sense. And it is shared right up until the second card. And the third one, you interpret it your way. They have their own potential interpretation of that Fool. Okay? But yeah, you're aiming towards the Sun here. There's been a lot of blockages back there. I understand. So, you know what? I like what you're doing. If this has something more to say or do, that's for another time. Universe is just giving you a heads up. Okay. That was weird. Envy, protection. The intuitive process is also here. There might be a feeling sometimes that someone looks upon you with an envious eye. Well, that's not your problem. Just be mindful of your own energy and what it is that you're putting out there. Okay? Make sure you're using that manifestation for you. And as far as I can tell, you are. Okay? You've got your own concerns. Old woman, sadness, female. Okay? I know that sounds so mean and harsh, but just kind of focus on the description. For some of you, you might feel like you're middle-aged or older in terms of, the age. Some of you might be a woman, a sense of sadness, female, lost, not chosen, abandoned, feeling lonely. I can see where a dynamic like this would make you feel very lonely. You know, I got a strong connection, but no, I don't. They're not an option. They never were. Why the hell are they in my life? I keep seeing them. I keep running into them. And they try to get their charm on with me. They try to get their flirt on with me. They shut this shit down and stop communicating with it. And it hurt, man. It probably left you feeling very lonely. And sad, yes, of course. You did the right thing for you, all right? Like I said, if this has any more to say, it can say it. If there's anything left to do with this, it will be seen in time. In courtship 4. Change home. It hadn't changed, no. Yeah, someone was well tied up. Well, you know what I mean. Courtship, home, relationship, committed, tied down. There was no change in that. No. It must have been very confusing why you were connected to them. I understand. Okay. Yeah, the courtship, home. There it is, twice. For others of you, an indication of change around April. Okay. I don't see it that far out, but possibly, sure. G, S. And then we have the arrow of Sag. Some of you might have some very strong Sag in your chart. Could be connected to it. The season might be important to you. And also Cupid's arrow. Yeah, love struck despite these not great circumstances. Am I right? And that's why you had to make a very strong decision to walk. I can't continue to have feelings for someone who I know isn't an option. Because someone here is clearly and a home and a commitment. And that wasn't going to change. And you knew that. And I don't think you were stupid enough to wait and find out. No, that would be horrible. You had your own life. It's time you got on with it, right? And good for you. All right. Capricorn, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Show me, Scorpio. Like always, okay, we're going to start with your side of the board, but as I say in the intro, reverse energies as you see fit. Ace of Cups, the Emperor, Knight of Cups, yeah, Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Shared, King of Cups, the Star, Four of Wands. What's going on? Overview, Ace of Wands. I'm so confused. I don't get it. This looks like an opportunity to get on the same page, and the other person's like, no. Screw perfect love. I don't know what I'm saying here today. I'm very confused. Ace of Wands, you're like, energy, positivity, vibration, feel good, passion, direction. Let's go. Ace of Cups, Master Symbol. Okay, for us, the Emperor, Knight of Cups, large and in charge, and command of your emotion. You're ready to rock, right? You are prepared to stand by what you feel. Okay? Man, look at you. You are so amped up. Ooh. Oh my. You've got quite the blast radius of emotions right there. That's great, though. I love it. I stand by what I feel, because the Emperor there, that's not playing around. No. You stand by what you feel. It's like, I want to do this. Let's go. I want to open up. Heck yeah. I'm feeling romantic. I'm feeling love. I'm feeling the energy, baby. And it's empowered, too, with the Emperor. So it's got that extra slap of authority on it. It's like, heck yeah. Let's roll. Man. Look at you. There's something about that, isn't it? Someone who is ready. It's very attractive. You're so ready. You're so ready. You are so freaking ready. Look at that, from the seat of your power, too. All right. So what's with the sour grapes? Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords. It's in a very rude way saying, I got to think about it. I'd like to see bigger energies than that. I would. Because they're acting like they got to think about it. Maybe they want to shop around. I don't know what that is. It's trying to put off, well, I could be interested. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. How is your offer different from anyone else's? So I'm not really enthused by it. Because here's what I can tell. You both want the same thing. You both want love. And you both want long-term relationship. That's all that is. Okay. You're being so forward. I kind of see you as being the pursuer here, and there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying you're the one who's ready. So you're in the position, literally, of authority, and to pursue. You want to pursue from the heart. Okay. So you both want, this is technically shared, so I'm really confused. King of Cups, you both want to be open to giving and receiving love at its highest form. Done. The Star, long-term desirability. Okay, goals, objective, relationship, long-term relationship. You both want this. So I don't know if this person's just playing really hard to get, or they're like, well, I need to think about it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you both want the same thing, just not necessarily in each other, because I got to tell you, honey, that's a lackluster response. I mean, look at you. Okay, look, I don't, what? They're probably like, they're looking at you, you're not my type. Well, that means you're not my standard. I tell you, I'm sorry. Yeah, because it's true. I just feel like they're giving you that stink eye. That Page of Swords, that little guy. 7 Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Yeah, I've been through this shit before. What do you got to do? It's like they're just eyeballing you. They're leaning towards the side of defensiveness, blockage. And so it just makes me think of that thing I tell people about all the time that automatically just makes me want to, well, you're not my type. Okay, then that means you're not my standard. Type and standard are not the same thing. You are operating from a space of wanting to rise to a particular standard. As the emperor, you're going to want your empress. Okay, they want each other. They're the equals. They're operating from a space of kind of, well, probably not. I'm keeping an eye on you, but I'm not really interested. It's rough. It still kind of keeps an eye on you in that inquisitive way, but it's still for the most part dismissive. So it's like, I don't understand, honey. So I would just say, if you want to pursue, fine, but I would say perhaps don't pursue too hard. There's nothing wrong with your goals, respectively, but I don't think you two are a match for each other. No, I'm sorry. This is beautiful, but you can share this. Absolutely. You can both share that desire to be open from the heart and have a vision of a long-term relationship. That doesn't mean you're a match. Okay. But I would advise this person, if you continue to choose your type or go for your type, you will continue to get typecast results. In other words, you will meet the same person again and again in different bodies. Whereas if you pursue a standard, you're much more likely to be met with success. So, oh, good. I'm glad to see that. I see the split. 3 of Wands, the Hierophant. Oh, no. Commitment can wait. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to rush that. Okay, good. I'm glad to see that. All right. Honey, I hate seeing all that deliciousness in you. I don't want it to go to waste. I'm pursuing someone who is nowhere near where you are, so please keep that in mind. Again, the goals, beautiful. You two match on goals, but I don't think in terms of likeness, no. This is someone who still gets caught up on, do we like the same music? It's really important. And, you know, do they even like pizza? Like, they're still kind of small scale. We're all about the likes. Don't worry about it. You're up there with this big, massive emperor energy. I'm ready to be in love. I already say, being in your blast radius? Sorry, look at you. I'm looking at you, honey. You should be first choice, first pick, first draft, first round, first whatever. But that kind of tells you, right? You can't control the people's perspectives. If someone is determined to give you a stink eye and think so little of you and treat you in a shallow way, and I'm going to block you, but maybe keep an eye on you. What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? Go big or go home. You can either be where I'm at or, honey, you get the hell behind me in the rearview mirror. I don't, you know. 2 of Swords, the Page of Cups. Yeah. Confused. Page of Cups, will they open their heart? I don't think you need to be confused too long. You know. 7, you have your doubts. Good, I'm glad you do. I don't want you to get hung up on this person, and it looks like they're giving you very little to work with anyway. So I really, baby, if you're in the business of new, and you are operating by a standard, which I believe this Scorpio is, then you should know by your own standard, method, and feeling to move it on. Okay? Know when to invest. This is our obligation. It is our pro as well as our con, is that Ace of Cups, right? Pro, invest from the heart. That means it's really real for you. You go deep. Con, don't attach it to the wrong person. Okay? So let's not, I mean, look at this, honey. You're like, look at that confusion. Look at that shit. Mixed signals. Yeah, I know. For the most part, they're leaning away from you, but they keep an eye on you. What is that? Wait, come on now. I ain't got time for that. You got time for that? I ain't got time for that. So again, shared. They want what they want. They want what they want. You want what you want. But you don't see that in each other, and I don't want you to force the vision. Okay? You would know better. They, however, it's like they're trying to find room to fit you, but it's like, no, honey. I'm first choice here. I'm sorry. You look first choice to me. Dude. You're willing to throw down that love so hard for the right person. I really feel like I'm talking Scorpio to Scorpio today, but I think you got a good hit in the game. I think you know, right? Oh, good. Thank you, honey. Good job. Sorry, I had that moment where I was about to treat you like cinnamon when she's been a good girl. It's like I was going to pat you on the head. Good job, Scorpio. I'm so proud of you. It's like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. No, you're not. Honey, you're too big. You're too bold. You're too beautiful. Moving on. And that's not a bad thing. Guys, no. With the cost of that Ace of Cups, what it costs us to invest in this, you're an emotional investor. If someone's telling you, or they blow you off, or they make plans and it's soft plans and they don't confirm, and you know, you see what I'm saying? There's nothing here with no strong signals, no indication. Someone who cannot stand by their own conviction. They're showing you very little. Take it for what it is. It's a no. They just don't have the guts to say it, but they don't want to dismiss you outright. That's why they keep a little eye on you. Is that worthy of this? No. Move it on. Remember, your first choice. And I don't mean that from a space of arrogance. I mean it's because, look at you. You're the real deal. You're the real Scorpio walking around on 2 legs or however many legs we have with that full cup, and you're ready to go, man. You're ready to go. Big love, big energy, big passion, big relationship, long lasting. You're what everybody talks about until they get confronted with it. And they're like, I don't know. This is what everybody wants to see come towards them, is you. You. Everybody in tarot, when we look at the intimate relationships, not the money stuff, not the spiritual stuff, when we're talking about relationships, people are like, I want to see new. This is what they want to see. Right here. That is you. Remember that. You're the catch in this scenario, in this context. You're an emperor. Make sure you stay that way. Find your empress. This one's like, maybe I'll see you in 2 weeks. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll ghost you. I don't know. Emperor, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups ain't dealing with that bullshit. Okay, sorry. It blows me away. It blows me away, man, when I can see somebody so singularly ready for the real experience. And then I'm going to drench you in my cup. That sounds naughty, and that's fine. We're Scorpio. You can have to share the same goals. But when confronted with it, I feel like you're somebody's confrontation, I swear to God. You want to get a little more realistic about what it is you desire. You know? I'll tell you what, they're going to think about you years to come. Oh, maybe I should stop going for the same type. I know you're ready for courtship. Use it wisely. I know you're ready, honey. You're all but bursting with it. I haven't seen you this ready in a long time. This storm, we want to avoid some bullshit, or you want to avoid drama, or you just want to avoid emotional upheaval that's not correct, positive, fluid. You're going to continue to point due north. All right, good. 42. Whatever this is going to come across as confusing, dramatic breadcrumbing, just a waste of time. Okay? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. A false person intent. It's intentionally misleading. And 8. No, I don't even know if it's a bad person, but their energy's too low to get a good read. So I don't know what initially attracted you to them. I have no idea. But I think your time of inquiry is over. You see that for yourself, right? Somebody who's wishy-washy, can't make up their freaking mind, give you more to work with. They start talking to you, and then they ghost for weeks. Honey, no, move on. Move on. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. You know, if you're going to go to the circus, you had damn well better be the ringleader, you know? Yeah. Oh, the Phoenix. Yeah, good. Thank you. You triggered your powers. Good. 23 rise. You've transformed. You know you're too big for this. You know that this is shit for teenagers. This is what young people do when they don't know what the hell they're doing. You're too developed for this. You're the Phoenix. You've done your transformation phases. 23. That is, of course, our highest upper division card. You want to hold out for the big lovers connections. You do that. All right. Be prepared to be renewed. Don't stop here. Okay. Coffee cards. This is the coffee oracle, I believe. I wish they literally hadn't shaped it round. That would have been nice. But then it wouldn't be the coffee cup oracle now, would it? If it wasn't round. I know. Flowers in reverse. Oh, Yeah, no more gestures to this one. No. Save your flowers. Okay. Remember the words of Miley Cyrus. I can buy myself flowers. No, actually, you are more than happy to deliver your bouquet. So save that bouquet for someone else, honey. Flowers in reverse. Mm-hmm. And the wolf. Wolf. Yeah, you got that instinct in you, don't you? You got that instinct. You're on the prowl. I know you were pursuing. I knew it. Territorial pursuing. Oh, cry to the moon. Restless energy. I know. Remember that. Oh, I bet you're going to make a hell of a lover for the Scorpio I'm looking at. For the right person, you will screw them up in all the right ways. All right. You know. We have D, O, J. We have the Medallion of Leo. Some of you have some very strong Leo in your chart. Could have been connecting to, or this season might be important to you. We also have the Captain's Wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune combined with the World. Time moves forward always. So be aware of the fact that doors will open, doors will close. Some of them reopen, okay? Point is, make the best use of your time. Know which doors are worth opening and pursuing and ones that are not. All right? I hope this helped you. Put it in the comments. Take care. Be well. Pisces, what's up? Show me Pisces in their person, please. Show me Pisces. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board, but it's explaining the intro, reverse energies as you see fit. Show me Pisces. Six of Wands. Ten of Wands, Two of Pentacles. That's rough. All right. Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Eight of Swords. Oh my goodness. Not getting much help here. Okay. Shared, Three of Swords, Six of Swords, the Ace of Wands. I have to agree. Overviews the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you got your doubts. I don't blame you for having those doubts. You don't know that you can continue to carry this level of energy, negativity, heaviness. You have your doubts, like, I don't think I can keep doing this. It seems like you are carrying the brunt of whatever it is I'm seeing here today. Be it the connection, the energy around it, something to do with work or reality. You're saying, I have to carry most of it. And it gets really hard. You're tired. Don't get me wrong, you have your successes. The Six of Wands. You deserve a lot of recognition. Okay. But you have your doubts. I don't think I can continue to do this at this pace. It's a lot. You're saying it's a lot. It's a lot to expect from any person. Everything you got going on. Okay. So those moments of triumph seem to be short-lived. Am I right? Just when you make some inroads, it seems like there's 10 of the things to replace it. The frustration or the issues, and it's like, how much longer can I keep doing this? And Seven of Swords, you opened up with that doubt too. That's reasonable doubt at this point. Whatever this is or whoever this is doesn't seem to be in a position to help you. Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Eight of Swords. All I see is some very light communication from them saying, you know, I don't know what I can do. Okay, so I don't know who that is to you, and it might be due to circumstances beyond their control. But when you look for help, relief, assistance, there's none to be found, at least not with this person. It's like, I wish I could do more, but I don't see how. Like, they literally say, I don't see how that's possible. Now, a little bit of Eight of Swords, some blindness, okay, but this is outstanding. It's kind of a continuous feedback loop with the same thing. I know it's hard. I'm talking to you about it. See, I understand, because there is conversation here, and it's like, I hear you. Does this Page of Pentacles help? Am I talking to you? Eight of Swords, they don't know what else to do. So I don't know who that is to, what they represent. It's just that person who says the same thing over and over again. I hope it gets better. Does that help? No, it doesn't. You're showing me realistic responsibility that's become too much. And whatever times you have are short-lived. You have to turn around and do some more. So you ever been in that situation? I hear it all the time, and this is how I know things don't work out or they shouldn't work out, or someone's just not ready. When there's two people in a relationship, one person's literally doing all the work in terms of providing the money, the resources, and then structure to the relationship by doing the housework too. In other words, somebody's taking on way too many roles. The other person is the primary recipient. They don't do much. And you ask them why. I don't know. I don't know. You do everything. And that's technically true. You do everything. Stop doing everything. That would be my advice. You know, it's just how you know people aren't really ready for a relationship. They still kind of have a take care of me mentality that we would associate with mom and dad. It has a particular word. It is impossible for me to wrap my poor stammering tongue around it. Infantilization. Or somebody who refuses to grow up even though they're in their 20s or their 30s and they're still letting someone take care of them. And they're all shoulders about what's to be expected of them. So I'm not saying that's your exact situation. What I am saying is that's what it's coming across. There's a sense of helplessness here. What do you want me to do? I can listen to you and that's about it. I'm not even seeing good advice from them like I was seeing Leo's reading earlier. I'm frustrated. So are you. 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords, Ace of Wands. I agree. Maybe it's time that your two energies went their own way. Like you pursue energy that's better suited for you. Situation, circumstance, connection, they can do the same. For somebody who's inspired to do so little and they're all shoulders and all thumbs, maybe they can be in a connection where they are more inspired to action. And this is where people are like, why are you picking on them? I'm not picking on anybody. I see what you're doing. I see what they're not doing. Small, low functioning, high stress. It's really a no-brainer. And then also, P.S. this is shared. I didn't pick these cards. This is what I drew for you today. However, I shuffled the hell out of them, though. Mutual sense of heartbreak. 6 of Swords. Look, you're disappointing me, and apparently I'm disappointing you because I'm asking you to do more or care more. So let's just stop disappointing each other, please, and let's find some fresh energy for ourselves. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to go my way. You go your way. And maybe this will come down to the responsibilities contained to one person instead of trying to do 2. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I lose my energy when, I don't know about you, but I've definitely talked to people like this. And there's always these excuses, you know, well, my dad never told me how to do this when I was 10, and that's why at 30 years old I still haven't done anything. It's the fear to do something, I believe. The fear to believe in something, take it seriously. The fear to act and take it seriously. The fear to do something, anything. Make a decision, make it declarative. Have a direction. Stick to it. It's like paralysis to do the most basic things. Okay. 2 of Cups, 6, good, thank you, 3 of Cups. I just don't think it's worth to keep this together. I think there's this mutual understanding. I care about you, I love you, I do, but I can't keep connecting to you. It costs me too much to connect to you or stay connected to you. I think that's the general idea. They're not completely stupid then. It's like, yeah, I care about you too, but there's no motivation here to keep bringing this together. I just feel like this person... Can I say it? Can I just say it? I know I'm going to sound judgmental, and that's okay. I'm saying it's all well and good to have indulgences when you've earned them. It's another thing to make a lifestyle at it. This is someone who is like always choosing the lifestyle of indulgence instead of earning it. What do I mean by that? Someone who sits around and gets all the time. You have earned your indulgences. You have no time for them. It's like, and they take up all the indulgence time. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't care what people do. Little wine at the end of the day, an edible. I don't give a shit. Did you get the day's work done? Did you do the best you could today to sustain yourself and whatever else is you're responsible for, you understand you're responsible for? 3 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 2 of Wands. There it is. That's communication there. It's like every time you talk to me, it just breaks my heart. Because there's so much that's being spoken or conveyed and nothing's changing. Nothing's changing. Nothing's changing. The conversation doesn't change. And the desire to continue to connect to this keeps coming down. All right, that's enough. We got it. We got it. We got it. When? I don't know, honey. That's up to you. When are you done? When are you fed up? Because it seems to me if you don't take care of this, they wouldn't leave anyway. If you didn't organize it, insist on it, plan for it. So when? Anything? Yeah, not too far out for some of you. Not too far out. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. That would be my first estimate. No earlier than 3 weeks, maybe. A little bit of luck there, 4-leaf clover. Oh yeah, lovers, the owl messages. Okay, 28. The romantic Mel, kind of in reverse. A little bit of luck. What's this? The key. Choice. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's kind of like a wishfulness. It's like someone's out. They're out. Whoever that is out. They're not really invested from the heart or even from a sense of presence. Okay. There's kind of a wishful thinking here that in time I'll choose the right one. And you're like, as long as I understand I have that choice, I can make that call with the key. In time, with luck, maybe I'll have a real connection, one that I can choose and frankly chooses me too. I understand. That makes sense. It's a little bit more on the wishful thinking side, but still, it's there for you. But someone here has absolutely been ruled out as a strong partner. Someone who's not stable, they can't provide, and they have no idea who they are. But yeah, in time, you want to be chosen by the right one. 2, 15, 12, 33, 22. On the distant horizon, you anticipate that, like I said, further out in time. Realistically. Okay? Yeah, there's nothing about this that feels like a strong connection or anything. You didn't show me a soul bond, and you guys, the two of you, you showed me a barely functioning emotional self with each other. So, transformation's time to break free, darling. 32. Yes, I mean, again, I point out what's here and not what isn't, guys. I'm not saying you have to. If you think this is the bee's knees and you're not doing the work 2 or 3 people to make them secure, and you're perfectly happy and content, don't worry about it. For the Pisces who understands they're being shortchanged hardcore, and they can't even give you stronger words of encouragement, there's a problem here. But yeah, transformation, break the cycle, breaking free, however you want to do it. It's all here. Okay. Dove, sign of peace, serenity, being mature about it. Fly away. Fish. Yeah, that's you in reverse. I bet that you have a distinct feeling of lack of abundance or luck ever since you tied yourself to this one. I don't know how you did. It's not a commitment. It doesn't, like I said, it's a barely functioning relationship, if you can call it that. But it has not been prosperous. I see that. How can it be? How can it be prosperous? You're the only one who's providing in some way. No, it's a lack of abundance. And you also feel like you've had no luck in this. No, this is not a prosperous thing. Cycles, changes, moon in reverse. Okay. The moon goes through phases. You do too. Honor your cycles, honor your change. Okay. Some of you, perhaps before the next full moon. Okay. The moon shows us, if nothing else, we go through phases. Think of this perhaps as a phase in your life. D, Z, we have once more your medallion. You might be double, triple Pisces. Could be connecting to a fellow Pisces. And then, of course, the season, which, yeah, like I said, no later than. Could be important. And then the crescent moon is in reverse. New moon energy for some of you. Last new moon might have been impactful for some of you. All right, Pisces, honey, I hope this helped you. I do. And may you start finding peace and relish in the role of just providing for you. It's probably going to feel a lot better. Okay, anyway, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. Cancer, welcome to your Sunday check-in. Show me Cancer. And then person, please. Okay. Like always, we're going to start with your side of the board. But as I say in the intro, reverse energies as you see fit. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Fool. Oh, good. Okay. The High Priestess, Ace of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. They had a feeling about you. Okay. All right. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, and Temperance. Okay. Trying not to make any assumptions, but still had a feeling about you. All right, Ace of Pentacles in your overview. Yeah, I see you opening up to new beginnings altogether, just in a comprehensive way. It's not necessarily tied to any one idea. Now, don't get me wrong. That's not to say some of you don't have, new opportunities in work, in which case, congratulations to you. You're just kind of showing me new dawn, new day. And that's your spirit, as well as your kind of realistic proposal on how to approach the real world. I'm going to see an opportunity in this or that, so long as it's correct for me. It's like, I'll aim towards it. I'll put my sights on it specifically. I'll put my energy towards it. So I think you're just in that space overall creatively, wanting to create, generate, or be part of new beginnings. It's just with you. It's a lovely, beautiful spirit and thought, and I like it. You're seeing the beginnings in things, and I love that. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. That's something you've been thinking about. So the Page of Swords is the start of knowledge, little guy, and then ideally amplifies, and that's exactly what happened for you. Yeah, you've been giving this a lot of thought. I don't want to turn things away. I want to be part of more, not less. And the Fool, like I said, it's just generally with you. So that Ace of Pentacles has the opportunity then to morph into many things as you see fit. Whatever it is that you want to take a risk on, open up to. Be it something in work or any sort of opportunity in your life. When you think about it, if it feels good, say, I'll do it. And you grew into that, and I like that you grew into that. It tells me you're mentally prepared to back it up, too. So that's good. Over here, the High Priestess, Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. This person has a feeling about you. They're smart, too, with the Ace of Swords. Knights of Pentacles, no rush. No. In some way, this person, I don't know who they are, they anticipate you in some way. They just do. So I don't know if you know who they are, but in some way, they are expecting your arrival. You'll cross paths when you're supposed to cross paths. No rush on that. Not from their point of view. It's like when it happens, when it happens. You're dealing with somebody who's clearly intuitive. My favorite combination here, one of my favorites, I have many. The High Priestess and the Ace of Swords, good. Intelligence and intuition, they should work together, ideally. Okay, they're not mutually exclusive. They're not enemies. They're friends. Between what we know and what we feel or navigate by, well, you know how it is. You just have feelings about things. In some way, they anticipate you. That's all I know, is that they're highly intuitive and they're kind of smart. Shared. In some way, you share this energy, or you both have this in common. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, Temperance. You are both kind of feeling this vibe of no assumptions, no walls, no sneaking doubts or suspicions, trying to be more open-minded or more open in our spiritual selves. Temperance. In some way, you've experienced this on your own. They have too. A sense of patience, more insight, understanding, less deflection, less agitation, less walls. And again, laying off assumptions. Okay. Laying off the negativity. Laying into more positivity and seeing the opportunity in things, seizing the moment, being more spontaneous, listening to ourselves more, trusting ourselves more, something like that. In some way, you both have experience in this, perhaps not too long ago. But above all, no assumptions, no hard edges. Let's assume to learn and be open instead of closed off and shut down. Yeah. So they're listening to themselves overall, and in some way they anticipate you. I don't know how under the context, so let's get some advice. I mean, they may not know explicitly who you are, you understand? They just have a feeling that someone's going to show up on the scene one day. As you kind of keep your eye open for new opportunities and experiences and being open-minded and open-spirited, it's like you went out of your way to make a point of that for this upcoming year, and that's the upcoming year, literally. Did I say that? Apologize for repeating myself. So here we have the Ace of Pentacles also in the proposition of the calendar year. The new year is right there. You said you'd be more open-minded, see where the spirit takes you this year, not to close off to things. And this person feels some way you're going to head their way. You may not know that yet. Maybe you do. I have no idea. Again, the Ace of Pentacles can morph into anything for you at this point. So they may not be huge. They might be broken down into many things. Who knows? I'm very curious. But I like this, and I think we could all do more with this, I'm going to be kinder to myself and others. I'm going to be more understanding and patient and more of a participant in my spiritual experience. Okay, that kind of thing. I think we could all do with that. Yeah, absolutely. I've thought about that myself. Two of Wands. Five of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Oh. Knight of Pentacles, there it is. The Magician, Wheel of Fortune. Huh. Time's passed. All they really show me is that this person manifests differently. Really doesn't want to exist for conversations or actions of the past. It doesn't tell me too much. But they are active manifester. Wheel of Fortune, time has passed. Yeah, they try not to live a life that's lost in the past. That's all they really showed me. They try to keep an eye on the future and wanting more for the future. That's it. I mean, again, that doesn't tell me too much. But that also kind of says a lot, too. Don't want to get lost to the past. Actions or conversations of the past. I don't want to repeat mistakes. I manifest for the future. Knight of Cups, the Lovers. You will know who they are to you in time. When it's time to open up, you will. So you might be part of their manifestation path. You don't know it yet, maybe. I'm not saying anybody's pulling on anybody. I'm not saying anything's inappropriate. I'm saying the energies are speaking ahead of the both of you. You, by all rights, I don't think you know you're heading this direction yet. They, in their right, are showing me a vibrancy when it comes to this idea of you. But they may not know who you are yet. Or that you're heading their direction. They just have this feeling that is anticipatory. And that's all the High Priestess is here in this context. I got a little bit more of their background, where they don't want to move in the direction of the past, including conversations or actions. They're all about pro-future, moving forward. Wheel of Fortune. But Knight of Cups, the Lovers. It's a strong connection. And eventually the emotionality goes in that direction. Someone opens up in that way. When the time is right, when you see it that way, when they see it that way, there's no sense of, like I said, assumptions, prejudices, anything like that. How can I put I can't believe this phrase literally dumped into my head right now. No consideration of priors. Oh, no consideration of priors. Not that I'm saying it went to a legal thing. I mean, like, everybody's got a history, right? You got a history, everybody's got a history, I got a history, everybody's got a history. Point is, we're not trying to live in the history anymore. So whatever priors you have or they have, we're not going to be judging each other on that. Okay. So they mean it. That's a little bit more about their profile. I don't know why they found it important to show me that, therefore you that. But yeah, I understand that. You know what? Everybody's got a past. Everybody's got a history. Tell me who you are now. That's exactly kind of what that's like. It's been hard. That's what it is. Tell me who you are now. I don't care about back then. Maybe I did back then, but now's now. No judgment. I want to know who you are now. I want to learn about you now. I want to see you for who you are now. I want to feel you for who you are now. You both seem to understand that. So, yeah. People got a rap sheet in love and sex, or a legitimate rap sheet, you know. And two of these people here are saying, I don't care. Tell me who you are now. So yeah, I think you're both lining up to that quite beautifully, I must say. But the old news can stay old. I think you two are at a point in your lives where you're willing to be open to each other, and it may not have been at any other point except this point, where you're open, and you told me that. They're open, so long as it kind of tunes into their frequency. But you both have said, less judgment, less restrictions. Well, that's not quite right. Less judgment, less hard angles, less rejection, less assumptions, less fears. Temperance, patience, more healing, more understanding, more insight. Okay. I feel like you two are getting ready to line up pretty darn well. All right. Sorry, yours and theirs is meant to be really short, but like always, I can get lost to it. Loyalty, 18. The dog. Someone has a dog, they love their dog. 18, though, which speaks to, in traditional tarot, the moon. So this is yet to be fully revealed. I'm telling you what, though, they're picking up on you. I know they are. You may not know you're headed in their direction yet. Wishing well. Loyalty. Loyalty and love, emotional loyalty, it's been somebody's wish. Absolute wish. Or wish. Loyalty. Okay. Both smart, I know that. Somebody's sword is talking to someone else's sword. And communication, 12. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. Courtship in time. Courtship in time, 4. When it's time for that head in a direction, I don't think either one of you will doubt it too much. But the biggest thing above all is that I'm not interested in judging you. I understand you got a history. I got one too. You want to hear mine? There's a time passed, and you both have kind of learned that stuff the hard way, I suppose. You know. I understand. All right. There it is again. Twice. You both want loyalty. You both desire loyalty. Specifically, I think each other's energy, love, it's here twice. You might both have dogs, but that's an easy shot. That's not much of a tarot reading. That's easy call. And some of you are like, I have fish, thank you. That's what I'm saying. Loyalty. There's loyalty. The determination too. The loyalty. Determination. Goodness me. Y'all are reflecting on each other quite well when the time is right. Dolphins. Playfulness, cooperation, playfulness, dolphins. Perhaps not playful at first, or we're not trying to be playful. More like mindful, maybe. But we're not trying to play. No. I don't think we're trying to play or have an easy ride or a fun time. I think There's a sense of outstanding loyalty felt on both sides. It doesn't suggest anything to do with playfulness at all. It's not going to be a light thing at all. Loyalty on both sides. I think you both feel that in each other. And we want each other's hearts very much, I believe. All right. We have Z, I, W, O, and E. What? That's it? No, okay, well. It doesn't feel right without the medallions, you know? C, I, two eyes. C, I. Okay. We have Scorpio here, the butterfly, sign of transformation. Could have some Scorpion chart, could be connecting to. The season might be important to you. And we have the infinity loop or the soul bond here. Oh, sure. And then we have the peacock, a bit of a show, a bit of a display. Someone likes their color, someone likes their dress, someone likes their outlook, or their outlook, but the way they look outwards. Their outlook, their external self. Someone likes their external self display attraction. It's pretty normal. It's called peacocking. Now, for some people, it's a regular thing, and for other people, it's just how they attract someone else, you know. But it's there. It's going to be there when the time is right. Okay, Cancer, honey. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well. And like always, if you did a super thanks directly through YouTube, you should have gotten a direct thank you from myself.